Trib Live High School Sports Network is the official video and audio streaming partner of the WPIAL. We broadcast over 2,000 sporting events each year and cover 17 sports in over 170 schools. At HSSN, you'll find the latest in high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, and much more. Trib Live High School Sports Network, your high school sports leader. All season, every season.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT. Your home for the County of Champions.
Has a throw to first, and that's your ball game. Union has won its first ever WPIAL championship.
There it is. Champions, the Static Lancers.
Strike three. The Union Scotties, golden once again.
One gold, not enough. How about 2 district gold and 2 state gold for the Lady Lancers?
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
9 seconds. Anderson into the corner. It's Boyd for 3. Good! Take time for 10.
Look at throw again. Directing traffic. Going for the quarterback in the end zone. Touchdown!
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Pub and Grill. Make it special, make it Vase. English Auto in Grove City, specializing in southern vehicles from $5,000 to $15,000. Community Counseling Center of Mercer County, helping individuals and families live healthy and fulfilling lives. At Flynn's Tires and Auto Service, Flynn's will get you in today. Please thank this great group of sponsors for supporting all of our high school sports broadcasts all season. Now, it's time to
And good evening, friends, good evening, fans, and welcome to Countdown to Tip-Off here on Sports Radio 96.7, sportsradio967.com, and on the Sports Radio 96.7 apps. We are also tonight streaming on lcsportsnet.com. You can join us there as well, thanks to James Dotson and the crew there. I'm Mark Slazak. I'm with Bob Greenberg, and we are live from Wilmington High School in New Wilmington, Pennsylvania. Region 4 matchup between Wilmington and Greenville. The Wilmington Greyhounds, coached by Mike Chekovich. He's in year 3 with the girls program, 13-2 this year, 5-0. First place in Region 4. And Greenville, led by Samantha Failer, in year 2 with the program, 12-2, 5-0. And they share that Region 4 first place lead with Wilmington. So the battle of 5-0 teams, a battle for first place. And time now to bring in broadcast partner Bob Greenberg. How you doing, Bob?
Good evening, Mark. Good evening, basketball fans. And if I would have told you on December 2nd that the game of the year in Mercer County for girls basketball would be on January 23rd, Greenville and Wilmington, how many people would have believed me? Not many, but it is.
It's
tonight.
The game. Tonight's the one. I would have believed you.
Yeah.
I was watching. I was ready for this one. This is going to be the makings of a fine game, and really we got here early and had a chance to set up, and even the atmosphere early throughout this JV game has been exciting. It's been a pretty good battle right now. Greenville has a 26-19 lead, but it has been intense. It's been physical. It's been well played, and we expect to see the same thing on the varsity level. But you can see all the way down to the JV level, all the little things that are happening in this game, and making it for an exciting night of basketball.
What makes it intriguing, you have the defending champions, the District 10 champion Greenville Trojans, all 5 starters back, 5 seniors, taking on the upstart Wilmington Greyhounds, who have not had a playoff win since 1995. That's a playoff win in 28 years, and now they find themselves in the biggest game in probably a couple decades for this program here tonight. It's very intriguing, and we expect it to be very entertaining.
We are joined, as you heard, by lcsportsnet.com, so you could watch it on the stream and catch some of the action there as well with our radio broadcast synced in. So that's part of what we have going for you tonight. Also, Bob has had an opportunity to talk to both coaches. We'll have that for you here in a little bit, and much, much more as we get you set for Wilmington and Greenville girls basketball action. A battle of 5-0 teams in Region 4, and we'll have it for you on your home for the NFL playoffs. This is Sports Radio 96.7.
Home equity options or even credit card balance in to discuss what plan works best for you. Read more online at gcafcu.org. Equal opportunity lender. Federally insured by NCUA.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
Thanks for coming in. How can we help you?
I'm just having a hard time. I don't know what you can do. No one understands.
Just coming here was a great step. Now that you're here, let's figure out what your next step will be. We'll work on it together.
Community Counseling Center of Mercer County offers care for adults, children, and families. Our mission is to help individuals and families live healthy and fulfilling lives. Community Counseling Center of Mercer County, 724-981-7141 or cccmer.org.
In 1973, something wonderful happened in Sharpsville. That's when Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of now over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42 whole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Call 724-962-5503. Lock, Stock, and Barrel, proud sponsors of the Sub of the Game and Play of the Game.
Water. You can ski on it, watch the sun set behind it, bathe in it, swim in it, cook with it, or seek refuge and solace beside it. But the most refreshing water has a very particular label on it.
Herman's Water since 1908. Pure spring water that can be delivered to your office or home for free. Online at hermanswater.com. Herman's Water, when taste matters.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy of Hermitage. Caring beyond prescription.
We're back here. Mark Slazak along with Bob Greenberg getting you set for Wilmington and Greenville in girls basketball action tonight. Wilmington Greyhounds 13-2, 5-0 in Region 4. Greenville Trojans 14-2, 5-0 in Region 4 as well. And as we get to Wilmington Greyhounds, and mentioned in that open, Wilmington, of course, kind of the team and led by a lot of good young players.
Yeah, it's been really a turnaround for this program. They have won 6 games in a row since their loss before the new year, so they have not lost yet in 2023, including in that stretch are a couple big league wins against Hickory, Grove City, and Sharon, and Slippery Rock. And Mike Jekovich, over 130 wins in his career, coached the boys for a stretch, had some success there, left the boys program to come to the girls program, and now this is basically what it was all about tonight and this year and the next couple of years. Mike Jekovich obviously doing a wonderful job running this team.
Our Reinhardt's Athlete of the Month is in the building. Leah K. Rupp has been one of the best basketball players in the area the last couple of years. The sophomore at 5'5" is now averaging 20 points a game here in our sophomore season. 48 threes on the year, 6 assists a game, 6 steals a game, 5 assists a game, and she is continuing to play extremely good basketball.
Yeah, and we saw her a couple weeks ago, and I watched some film on her, and she is the real deal. She has got really all the skills that you'd want at this level to be a great basketball player, and she's only a sophomore. She's closing in on 700 career points as a sophomore, and not only does she able to shoot threes and take over the game offensively, but she's also a great distributor of the basketball, gets her teammates involved, and just a wonderful player. No question, Mike Jekovich, very happy to have Leah Cray-Rupp on his basketball team.
This team, Wilmington team averages 54.5 points a game on offense, giving up 34.7 on the defensive side. They've shot the free throws at only 48%. So when you look at numbers, that's one thing that they're continuing to try to work on and improve. They've made 59 threes on the year, 48 of those by Cray-Rupp.
Yeah, and this is a team that has more than just one player. The thing that jumps out to me is they have a bunch of really good athletes, and they really like to speed up the game. And that's what makes tonight's game so interesting, because Greenville's strength is their guard play, and they have a bunch of experienced guards, a really very, very good point guard, and Wilmington's strength is causing chaos with the basketball. So if Wilmington's able to do that tonight, they're going to have a great chance to win, but it's going to be easier said than done.
No doubt. Besides Cray-Rupp, also in the lineup and contributing strongly this year, a couple of seniors who finally have gotten their kind of chance to shine a little bit in Annalie Gardner, who averages 7 a game with 6 rebounds, and Maylee Whiting, who averages 5 points a game with 7 rebounds. Those two have been a strength inside, and with the ability of the guards to pass the ball, they get open shots, and when they get them, they've made them.
Yeah, no question, and they're going to need to have a big game tonight, and that's one of those, I think, from the Greenville perspective, looking at their matchup, they're not very strong inside. You have Grace Kano as an outstanding basketball player, but their strength is their guard play, and Wilmington might think that with the Whiting and Gardner, they might have some advantage on the boards and maybe getting second and third opportunities.
No doubt, and it's been a little bit of whatever you needed to do. Wilmington's been able to do. You mentioned they want a full court press. They want to move the ball. They want to keep the pressure going. They want to have a high-scoring game, which is the total opposite when we get into talk about Greenville in a minute, as they're a team that only gives up about 28 points a game with just tenacious defense and trying to control everything that happens. So it's going to be a battle of wills to see will this game be fast or will this game be slow, and where will the power come from? Maya Jekovic, another one to talk about, a 5'4" freshman, coach's daughter, runs the point, does a little bit of everything. She's at least with the number 4 of rebounds and steals and assists inside. Sarah Dieter averages 6 a game. Reese Bruckner off the bench has averaged 7 a game. So there's a lot of names that you might hear. And there's other players, too, that we haven't even mentioned on this Wilmington side who have had their turn throughout the season to kind of shine and have their own big game, too. So it's not just a starting 5. It's a team that's has some other players that, when given their opportunities, they've been able to shine as well.
And a couple things about that. First off, Bruckner, the 5'8" freshman, one of the top subs in the area, no question, coming off the bench. She does it all and has really gotten our attention from what she's able to do as the 6th man. And the other thing that jumps out to me is when you look at their stats, these are their steal stats: 6, 5, 4, 3. That's per game average. So you could see what they do, and it's a lot of steals and a lot of creating havoc. And if with their athletes and Jekovic out front, it's been a wonderful year so far for Wilmington, 13-2. But tonight is the midterm as they take on the Greenville Trojans.
No doubt. So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about those Greenville Trojans. JV game still about 2 minutes to go in this one with a 26-20 lead right now for Greenville. We'll have more when we come back. It's Wilmington and it's Greenville on your home for the NFL Playoffs, Sports Radio 96.7 and lcsportsnet.com.
My car does more than take me from here to there. And I expect my insurance. That's why I chose my agent and Erie Insurance. They offer first accident forgiveness and the service I deserve at a price I can afford.
Your Erie agent in Hermitage is Reinhardt's Insurance. Get a quote at 724-342-2291.
Erie Insurance services are provided by one or more of the following insurers: Erie Insurance Company, Erie Insurance Property and Casualty Company, or Flagship City Insurance Company, home offices Erie, Pennsylvania, or Erie Insurance Company of New York, home offices Rochester, New York, and equal opportunity insured.
On the go? That's when you'll love the Medicine Shop Pharmacy's drive-through window service at 17 in Hermitage. Next time you have a prescription to get, or vitamins, medication, bandages, any kind of health need, simply call ahead and place your order with our fast, dependable, always convenient drive-through service window. To place your order, call 724-84. Our friendly drive-through window service keeps you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
'Tis the season for warming up with a piping hot beverage, and O'Neill Coffee has you covered. Stop by and sip a specialty coffee or latte by the fireplace in their beautiful seating area. Make sure to check out the wide variety of amazing gift items, from fun mugs and teapots to gourmet chocolates and decadent baked goods. O'Neill Coffee has a wide variety of gift baskets and gift boxes ready to go and can custom make something unique for you by request. Open daily from 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
When the finest cuts of meat combine with just the right amount of fire and seasonings, you don't need anything else except a fork and a plate. Get ready for the most amazing dining experience ever.
When you're out with your friends or looking for a place to stop before or after the games, Vay's Pub and Grill is the place for you. Open Tuesday through Saturday with happy hour daily from 4:30 to 6:30. Vay's Pub and Grill, East State Street in Hermitage.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy of Hermitage. Caring beyond prescriptions.
Mark Slazak and Bob Greenberg back with you. Art Shannon is back at the studio as we have girls basketball action here on this Monday night. Wilmington hosting Greenville. JV game going down to the wire here, and with about a minute to go, we just talked about Kayla Brewer as one of the subs off the bench. She just scores to tie this game in the JV action at 26-26 is what has already been kind of a long JV game. And we'll see if they'll need bonus time as they get through. But we'll talk about the Greenville Trojans. Greenville comes in under the direction of second-year coach Samantha Thaler. And you may have just heard in the background, Kayla Brewer 3 has given Wilmington a 3-point lead in the JV game. And there'll be a timeout. So we can talk, because we are sitting right in the crowd here.
If the fans are listening, you're not missing anything. This is the JV game. I can tell you what type of atmosphere we have here tonight.
It's too loud to not share. But here we are, it's Wilmington. We talked about the Greyhounds, the Greenville Trojans. Samantha Thaler in year 2, a former Edinburgh star, and boy, she's been able to really do great things with Greenville in her 2 years.
I mean, you talk about a perfect fit. And we've seen this over the years. Coaches come in, coaches leave. And, I mean, absolutely as good a fit for a program as you're ever going to get. Samantha Failer is a teacher at Greenville. The job opened up. We heard, they encouraged her to apply for the job, and the rest is history now. And Mike Jekovich, he went as far as saying that she may be the best girls basketball coach in Mercer County right now, only in her second year. Very impressed with what she has done, the way she has continued to get this team to improve. They've upped their schedule this year, and there's a lot of little things she's done from her Hall of Fame career as a 2,000-point scorer at Edinboro, and she's trying to do the same thing here at Greenville, and so far so good.
Just 2 losses on the schedule. Zapped through a bunch of wins to start the year, and then didn't lose a game in that December time. First loss came on the 12th of January to a very good Harbor Creek team, where they lost that one 57-38 at home, and then losing this weekend. They lost to Laurel by a score of 43-34. Take those 2 games away, and it's a perfect year. And both Laurel and Harbor Creek have been very, very good.
Yeah, 10-0 start for Greenville, and the Harbor Creek game was one of those nights, and Coach Failer told me that it was a great game for them because it exposed what their misgivings were on defense, and they were able to kind of restructure some of their practices and some of the things they were doing wrong because they learned that from the Harbor Creek game, and they used it against Laurel on Saturday. Even though they lost to Laurel by 9, Laurel, one of the top probably 2 or 3 teams in Western Pennsylvania, and Coach Failer said, we lost the game, but it didn't feel like a loss. It felt like we really played well. We battled from the start to finish against Laurel and left that game feeling very confident coming into tonight.
I think Laurel at this point with 14-1 at this point, and that's a team that's also a 3A team. So these 2 teams that we're playing tonight here are both 3A teams. So maybe Laurel is back on the schedule down the road for one or 2 or both of these teams as we make our way through. So we'll see what happens with that. But since then they've came back off the Laurel game. Again, a loss of 43-34 in that game. Anna Harps with 12 points, Reese Schaller with 8, Kana with 8. And as you look through the game, Laurel jumped out 15-10, 27, 19.5, but Greenville played them well in the second half, and I think that's where Coach Failer feels a little bit of confidence coming back through that. They didn't play a bad game, they didn't win, but they played toe-to-toe with a very good Laurel team.
And the story about Greenville, if you don't know, they return all 5 starters from last year's District 10 championship team, their first ever District 10 title in school history, and it's just a great mix of guards and shooters and inside play. It's a coach's dream, I imagine, Mark, to have a group like this as long as they play together for Greenville.
No doubt. Grace Kano leads the way, 13 points a game. It just seems like Greenville has a Kano for a long, long time that's been very good at basketball at the high school level. Several have gone on to play at the college level, a couple of right now at Grove City playing basketball. And Grace, a 5'11 senior, 13 a game. Again, controls the inside on a team that's very guard-oriented, but boy, an important piece of the team.
No question about it. She will need to have a big game tonight. Needs to stay out of foul trouble as well. Then you got the great point guard in Josie Lewis, the 5'6" senior, averaging over 11 a game, 32 threes this year. A really tough point guard, exactly what you want if you're a coach, and Lewis has really done a great job here this season.
Anna Harps has been a sharpshooter. Lewis has 32 threes, Harps with another 28. Kind of really came into her own in the playoff run a year ago. Harps was a good player, but really turned into a great shooter and an effective scorer throughout the playoff run for Greenville last year that went pretty deep as they took District 10 and then got one state playoff win before falling to Freedom, the team that eventually went to the state finals and lost there. But really a great run for her. And then you got the super athletic Reese Schaller, very good softball player, tremendous athlete, great in the weight room as well, really a team leader. She averages 6 a game, and at 5'6", plays much bigger inside, a tenacious defender and a great rebounder.
Yeah, she's already committed to play Division I softball at YSU, so she's a big-time athlete. And the big story tonight for Greenville, and we're not officially sure if it's going to happen, but at least right now, Sarah Malik, the 5'4" senior, is expected to start tonight. It's an unbelievable story. 1 week ago tonight, she was injured in the Conneaut game, injured her knee, the MCL and the PCL, and Coach Failer told me during the week it did not look good, but they were holding out hope for somewhat of a miracle, and the miracle came because she was cleared after tests. There was no damage to the knee, and after a week's worth of training, she has been cleared to play tonight. One of the 5 seniors, depending how warm-ups go, we expect to see Sarah Malik on the floor here tonight for Greenville.
Great story. We wish her the best. Hopefully she can get in there, play, and continue just to strengthen that knee and, again, be a factor for this team. Averages 4 a game, 13 threes for Sarah Malik. JV game was exciting. Greenville led most of the way. Wilmington came back to win it 30-26. And we'll get our varsity game warm-up started and be ready for this one. Not too much time at all. We'll take a break. We come back. We're going to hear from the coaches. We've got Mike Jekovich on the Wilmington side. We've got Samantha Failer on the Greenville side. Stay with us. High school basketball, we're streaming on lcsportsnet.com and also right here on your home of the NFL playoffs. This is Sports Radio 96.7.
The Social Security program allows you to start receiving benefits as soon as you reach age 62. The question is, should you? Your monthly payments will differ substantially depending on receiving benefits. The longer you wait, the larger each monthly check will be up to the age of 70. To review your Social Security benefit options, call Dave Cashdollar, Tim Cashdollar, or Eric Montgomery at 724-458-5233. Or stop in at 115 Erie Street, Grove City, PA 16127. They are registered representatives offering securities through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Dave Cashdollar and Eric Montgomery also offer advisory services through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cashdollar and Associates, LLC is not a subsidiary or nor controlled by Cetera Advisor Networks.
English Auto in Grove City specializes in Southern vehicles from $5,000 to $15,000. New PA inspections and warranties. BobEnglishAuto.com or call 724-458-5100.
Home Improvement Hotline, how can I help?
Hi, we're thinking of remodeling our kitchen.
Make your dream kitchen?
Yeah.
Yourself?
Yes?
Oh boy.
Why?
Oh, the headaches from flooring in tight corners to why doesn't the countertop fit the cup?
Head coach Mike Jekovich.
Down to 10. All right, Samantha.
Back more contact.
All right, Samantha. All right, Samantha.
We're back here. Mark Slazak along with Bob Greenberg and that you hope to go right never fits per. Hey, region-wise, here's where and with 4. It's a 3A4 region. Wilmington and Greenville both on top at 5-0. City at 3-2. Hickory at 3-3. And 4. Rock is at in this region. Wilmington Greyhounds. They played. Rupp had 30 that game. Annalie Gardner added 7. Reese Bruckner another 6. Led 19-9. 41-15 at the half. And now I think we're ready to hear from the coaches.
I think it's amazing. Games, it takes a lot of pressure off February. And trying to get better.
The big story tonight.
I mean, credit our trainer. He's worked since Monday. It was get clear. We need her for the long run. If she looks good, she's definitely our emotional leader. She's I think to be the them warm up. I mean, they're big. We saw in January, so it's very encouraging.
How's your team? You're good.
Team this year. Our defense. That's how. Well, and when they're not hitting, you have Reese, you have Sarah. Lily came in and has played great. Reese started the game with the first 8 points against Laurel, and their coach is looking at me like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Oh no, she can play. She can play. She chooses to pass." So I think we're a much better team this year than we were last year.
There's a couple concerns tonight for this Wilmington team.
Like, this is our 4th game in 8 days. We drove here. We got some illnesses, so I think just fatigue is an issue. Mental. It's very, very loud in here again. But my girls are super tough, so my money's just on them. If they relax and not play into the chaos, they're going to be in good shape.
Coach, great seeing you. Best of luck.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
All right, Samantha Baylor, head coach of Greenville. We'll come back. More countdown to tip off. Greenville and Wilmington tonight, right here on Sports Radio 96.7. 2-1.
Ready to help. The area's #1 company for sales and installation of roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. Shell Restoration excels at working with your insurance company for wind and hail claims, plus there's financing available too. Look for at Shell Restoration on Facebook or call 800-663-8103 for a free estimate.
Before considering a variable annuity, you may want to make sure that you're exhausting the contribution limits of your 401k, IRA, or other qualified retirement plan. In the end, variable annuities are really a value judgment. Call Dave Cashdollar, Tim Cashdollar, or Eric Montgomery to evaluate whether a variable annuity suits your objectives at 724-458-5233 or stop in at 115 Erie Street, Grove City, Pennsylvania, 16127. Registered representatives offering securities through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Dave Cashdollar and Eric Montgomery also offer advisory services through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cashdollar and Associates, LLC is not a subsidiary or controlled by Cetera Advisor Networks.
Hello, Shell Restoration. May I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep, or the part that tells me what button to press.
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for at Shell Restoration on Facebook.
Countdown to...
Back countdown to tip off. Greenville, Wilmington tonight, being joined by head coach Mike Jekovich of the Wilmington Hounds. Biggest game of the year here at home. I know you got to be excited.
Yeah, we're excited for the opportunity. We appreciate you guys coming out. You know, it's something that we've been working really hard for over these last couple years. The dedication, the commitment the girls have put in the off season has put us in this position to, you know, compete for, you know, top spot in our region.
I know the girls get excited about the crowd here as well.
You know, that's something we've been talking about. We told them, you know, you start playing well, you start winning, people will start showing up, and I think you'll see that tonight. You know, we got a great crowd, a great atmosphere, and told the girls just enjoy it because it doesn't happen often.
What's been going well for your team here down the stretch?
You know, we've been, you know, our league is really tough. You know, we battled really well in the league play as has gone so far. We've competed really hard, and we've shared the ball very well. And our team chemistry seems to be as high as it has ever been. And the girls really care about each other, and they play hard for each other. And I think that is kind of evolved as the season progresses. And they just want to win. They don't care who gets the accolades from that. They just care about victories.
What keeps you up late at night, if anything?
Trying to scout Greenville. They're a dynamic team. We're going to have to be on top of our game today to be able to compete with Greenville. They are the District 10 champions from last year with all their starters back. So we know that we're going to have to take care of the ball. We're going to have to play extremely hard on both ends of the floor, and I hope the ball falls our way a little bit.
Coach, best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Mike Jekovich, head coach of the Wilmington Hounds, will come back. Starting lineups and the tip-off. Wilmington, Greenville tonight, right here on Sports Radio 96.7.
Turn to the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union for help. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union has sensible, caring solutions that will help you pay off accumulated debt or unwanted bills. Ask about their personal loans, home equity options, or even credit card balance transfers. Call or stop in to discuss what plan works best for you. Read more online at gcafcu.org. Equal Opportunity Lender. Federally insured by NCUA.
English Auto in Grove City specializes in Southern vehicles from $5,000 to $15,000. New PA inspections and warranties. BobEnglishAuto.com or call 724-458-5100.
Reinhardt's Insurance Agency is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Reinhardt's honors Wilmington basketball standout Leah Cray Ruff as the December Female Athlete of the Month. Reinhardt's Insurance also honors Reynolds Wrestling Star as the December Male Athlete of the Month. Congratulations to Wilmington's Leah Cray Rupp and Reynolds' Louis Gill as the other December Reinhardt's Insurance Agency Athletes of the Month. Go to Reinhardts.com for more information.
I'm just having a hard time. I don't know what you can do. No one understands.
Just coming here was a great step. Now that you're here, let's figure out what your next step will be. We'll work on it together.
Community Counseling Center of Mercer County offers care for adults, children, and families. Our mission is to help individuals and families live healthy and fulfilling lives. Community Counseling Center of Mercer County, 724-981-7141 or cccmer.org.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Reinhardt's Agency. It's not the insurance they sell, it's the service that makes them better.
We're back here at Wilmington Area High School. Mark Slazak along with Bob Greenberg. Art Shannon back at the studio. Heard from coaches, talked about the teams, and it's time now for our starting lineups.
It is time for the starting lineups for Greenville Trojans. They will look like this. Averages 4 points a game. The 5'4" senior Sarah Malik. A 5'6" senior averaging 6 a game, Reese Schaller. And there goes the ball onto our tape. That is your job to make sure you protect me with my head down. But unfortunately didn't hit me. The 5'6" senior averaging 12 a game, Anna Harps. The 5'6" senior averaging 11 a game, Josie Lewis. And the 5'10" senior averaging 13 a game, Grace Kano. Head coach Samantha Failer and her 12-2 Greenville Trojans. For Wilmington, they look like this. 5'10" senior averaging 5 a game, Maylee Whiting. A 5'9" senior averaging 6 a game, Annalie Gardner. A 5'4" freshman averaging 3 a game, Maya Jekovich. The 5'7" junior averaging 6 a game, Sarah Dieter. And the 5'5" sophomore averaging 12 a game, Leah Cray Rupp. For head coach Mike Jekovich and his 13-2 Wilmington Greyhounds.
I was watching both teams warm up. I watched left, I watched right, I watched left, I watched right, and then the ball comes.
No, wait, but there's no balls coming from the right. This is where you're looking, right here in the left. The right, nobody cares about the balls down there. Almost got hit in the head. The game hasn't even started
Me
yet.
too. We would both. We were okay. Thanks, James. We both would have had the opportunity to maybe get hit because neither one of us was looking at that moment. But we're good now. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have the tip-off of this one. It is Wilmington and Greenville right here on your home for the NFL playoffs. Sports Radio 96.7.
Tis the season for warming up with a piping hot beverage, and O'Neill Coffee has you covered. Stop by and sip a specialty coffee or latte by the fireplace in their beautiful seating area. Make sure to check out the wide variety of amazing gift items, from fun mugs and teapots to gourmet chocolates and decadent baked goods. O'Neill Coffee has a wide variety of gift baskets and gift boxes ready to go and can custom make something unique for you by request. Open daily from 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
My car does more than take me from here to there. And I expect my insurance to do more too. That's why I chose my agent and Erie Insurance. They offer first accident forgiveness and the service I deserve at a price I can afford.
Your Erie agent in Hermitage is Reinhardt's Insurance. Get a quote at 724-342-2291.
Erie Insurance services are provided by one or more of the following insurers: Erie Insurance Company, Erie Insurance Property and Casualty Company, or Flagship City Insurance Company. Home offices Erie, Pennsylvania. Or Erie Insurance Company, New York. Home offices Rochester, New York. An equal opportunity insurance.
You're independent. So are we. We're a locally owned independent bank. Because of that, we make our loan decisions right here at the bank. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town loan committee to get together. We offer fast, quick,
Our national anthem, as we are moments away here from getting started in this game for first place in girls Region 4. Region 4 is a 3A and 4A region, but the two 3As right now in Wilmington and Greenville sit at top at 5-0.
And it's official. Sarah Malik is starting here tonight with the big knee brace on that left knee, and pretty amazing story. I found out early last week that she was injured in the Conneaut game, and I sent a text to Coach Failer and asked how things were going, and she said it would be she was very concerned.
Yeah.
And because the initial diagnosis was it could have been a season-ending knee injury, but obviously things have turned around greatly for Sarah, and she is starting here tonight, which has clearly energized the team.
No doubt, and she was all smiles over there during the JV game and warm-ups, as she's excited to be back as well. It is a packed house here at Wilmington. It's a festive atmosphere. You can watch us on the stream at lcsportsnet.com, and we're here on the radio as well to bring you this one. Referees tonight will be Stephen Searle, his father David Searle, and Tom Plattibors Jr. as our three officials for this one. Wilmington will wear the home white uniforms. It says Greyhounds across the front in blue numbers, and it's all outlined in gold with some blue trim down the side. Greenville, a blue uniform. They've got Greenville in yellow across the front. They've got yellow numbers, and it's outlined in white.
And we are just about ready to go here tonight for first place showdown between Wilmington and Greenville.
Whiting and Schaller set to jump center circle. Stephen Searle set to put this ball up. Ball is tipped, and here we go. It's Wilmington basketball, moving right to left. Jekovic at the top of the key. Works it to the right side to Dieter. Out front for Gardner. To Jekovic left side. Man-to-man for Greenville. To Cray Rupp. Malik works against her. She's going to pull a three. It's off the side of the backboard, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Reese Schaller of Greenville. Lewis between the circles, right side for Malik. Malik works the wing, inside cut for Harps, shot off the bottom of the rim, no good. Rebound, Jekovic, she's on the run. Jekovic one-on-one against Malik, lefty layup, glass and good. Coast to coast for the basket on Maya Jekovic.
And Wilmington takes an early 2-0 lead.
Quickly inside, Schaller off the glass, back rim, no good, got it back, puts it on the floor, shoots with the left hand, it's up, no good again. And the rebound pulled out of there by Gardner.
Boy, 2 good looks here by Schaller, just not able to finish.
Cray Rupp quickly to the basket, glass and good again. Right down the lane goes Leah Cray Rupp for her first 2 for Wilmington. Long pass, Schaller lays it up, lays it in. Quick answer for Reese Schaller.
And a great pass down the floor, long pass, and Schaller able to catch and finish.
4-2, the Wilmington edge. Whiting working right of the lane against Kano, spins into the paint, double team. Kicks it out, Dieter gonna fire a shot off the glass, is strong, no good. Weak side rebound, Jekovic under the basket, flips it back to Whiting, short jumper up, rim, and just ticked it, it's no good. Rebound though, grabbed by Jekovic, she'll keep it alive. Out front for Cray Rupp. Coach Mike Jekovic calls the signal. Cray Rupp comes off a high screen, fakes right, steps back, now picks up the dribble, leaves it off near side for Dieter. Dieter working around the key, right side, Dieter to the wing, bounces it into the corner. Into the corner for Jekovic, back out front, and a travel call on Annalie Gardner.
Right now you got Schaller guarding Leah Cray Rupp.
Greenville not afraid to switch, so you may see multiple players as they rotate through their defense. It's a little 1-3-1 press here for Wilmington. Long pass ahead, Kano, there's nobody back, she lays it in. A nice look by Josie Lewis over the top, and Kano with the finish. And Wilmington looks like they're going to take, no timeout.
I think Cray Rupp has left the floor. She looked like she was having some issues over there. Like she couldn't catch her breath.
So she's going to sub out for a moment.
And you can
she's
tell
taking some deep breaths on that sideline, yeah.
Yeah, she was definitely having some issues, so she has gone to the bench here. That's a big development here for Wilmington.
Jekovic wing left, will come out front. Trying to feed it inside, the ball stolen away. Cray Rupp getting ready to check back in, hopefully she's okay. Ball ahead right side for Malik. Malik feeds it inside for Kano, the ball knocked away by Whiting, but goes back to Malik. Left side Lewis, 3 ball in the air, too strong. Back rim no good, rebound banged around and grabbed by Whiting. Wilmington on the run, and Whiting got the ball too high on the dribble. She's going to get called for the travel.
And that will get Cray Rupp back into the game. Also, Lily Chapman in for Greenville for Malik.
Malik, slight limp on that left leg, but didn't notice by her play anything less than her normal.
So yeah, Cray Rupp, she had some reaction to something, and she was having a hard time catching her breath, so it looks like she's okay.
So Reese Bruckner was in momentarily. Long pass ahead right side, Chapman near the sideline, bumped out of bounds, and the ball taken away. And Bruckner, though, put both hands on the basketball. She'll be called for the double dribble. So a couple of times, the last 2 times actually, Wilmington had their opportunity for a fast break and turned the ball over with a carry and a double dribble.
Yeah, we're going to have a bingo here, Sue, with the turnovers. We've had the carry and we've had the double dribble here in the first quarter.
There's a lob. Lewis again throws over the top of the press. Down low it goes to Kano. Ready, layup up and in. Grace Kano with back-to-back baskets as they beat the press and take a 6-4 lead as Greenville. Quickly shot right side. Bruckner no good. Rebound back up no good by Dieter. And it's Greenville basketball in the Kano rebound. Long passes stolen away by Cray Rupp on the Greenville turnover. Cray Rupp to the foul line, hesitates, throws it off the glass. Shot no good. Rebound grabbed by Kano. Kano to Lewis.
You can tell right now Wilmington got some nerves out there. Some of their players, this is the biggest game of their lives.
Left side for Kano on the wing. They trail 6-4 as Wilmington. Kano to the basket, lefty layup off the front of the rim, no good. Good look, couldn't get it to go. Rebound grab by Cray Rupp.
Found out that Grace Kano is committed to Westminster College.
To play at Westminster. Just found that out of the pregame from Westminster coach Roseanne Scott. Out front, step back, Cray Rupp, high arcing shot, short, no good, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Did not draw any rim. Lewis with a good block out, and the ball out of bounds will go back to Greenville. Greenville leads 6-4 with 4:06 to go here in the first quarter.
One thing that'll be interesting is you heard Coach Failer talking about the 4th game now in 8 days, how that pace is going to affect the team here today.
Over the press, they get it to Harp. She tried to fire it inside to Kano and threw it over her head. and out of bounds. So good look against the press. Obviously, Coach Failer has it drawn up to throw all the way over top of that 1-3-1 and hit those corners deep. And it's worked for a couple of layups. That time they overshot Kano under the basket. Ball near side. Bruckner to Dieter. On the right side to Jekovic. Top of the key to Cray Rupp. Works against Chapman. Cray Rupp dribbles right to the wing. And now looks back to Coach Jekovic for a reset. Working left. Fires it into the corner. Dieter, baseline jumper up and short. And the ball out of bounds, last touched by Greenville.
So go back to, this is the 4th game in 8 days for Greenville. And Wilmington, obviously, biggest game for their season.
Ball lobbed into Whiting, back into the corner for Cray Rupp. Cray Rupp step back, fires a high arcing three, and it's nothing but air again. Short of the mark, and the rebound grabbed by Lewis.
Greenville on top here, 6-4, 3:13 to go first quarter.
Lewis will cross the timeline. Right side will go to Harpst. Inside to Kano. Kano fakes right, goes left with the left hand. Can't get the shot to go, but a whistle and a foul as Kano goes crashing to the ground. She'll shoot a pair.
He has a nice move there by Kano, and Whiting really no chance or no choice but to put a body on her.
Grace Kano, the 5'11 senior.
First foul of the game on either team.
In a game that's just been flying up and down the floor, too. Kano's foul shot is good. She has 5 averages, about 13 a game. Wilmington will take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout. And with 3 minutes and 6 seconds to go here in this first quarter of action, it is a 7-6 Greenville lead over Wilmington on your home for the NFL playoffs. Sports radio, for Greenville, I should say. NFL playoffs, Sports radio 96.7.
You don't get a new roof for the heck of it.
Why are you replacing your roof?
I didn't like the color.
You get a new roof because you're gonna need it. Shell Restoration's Severe Weather Response Team is ready to help. The area's #1 company for sales and installation of roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. Shell Restoration excels at working with your insurance company for wind and hail claims, plus there's financing available too. Look for at Shell Restoration on Facebook or call 800-663-8103 for a free estimate.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Reinhardt's Agency. It's not the insurance they sell, it's the service that makes them better.
3:06 to go, first quarter. One more shot coming for Kano. 7-4, the lead for Greenville over Wilmington. Kano's foul shot is good. 6 for Kano. 8-4 Greenville.
And big advantage here tonight. Greenville from the foul line, team 71%. Wilmington just 48%.
Gardner will feed Whiting, and Whiting called for a travel out front on the pump fake before she attacks the basket. 4 turnovers for the Wilmington Greyhounds.
Well, we've seen Wilmington, Mark, when they're not getting the steals, that's a different team here right now, and they're struggling in that half-court set.
Lewis will cross the timeline, working left side into the corner for Kano, and back out front, back to Schaller. Fires from 3, it rattles out no good, and the rebound Gardner of Wilmington. Into the game now is Alyssa Flick. She'll have the ball between the circles. Flick to Gardner. Gardner will bounce it for Whiting. 5-man motion for the Greyhounds. Back cut, the ball into the hands of Cray Rupp. Loose on the floor, tie up with Whiting, and Chapman will go to the arrow. And the arrow points to Greenville.
And that's one of those cases, Mark, when your offense is geared to your so much on your defense. And Greenville's taking care of the ball pretty well here. We'll see if Wilmington can put some more pressure on Greenville to force some steals.
1-3-1, full court pressure. And again, they'll throw over the top to Harpst. Harpst will go inside to Kano. Fakes, takes, got it to go, but a foul on the floor. So they found Kano underneath the basket, where she has scored several times already against the press, but the foul on the floor.
That's a good foul there.
Go on Dieter.
Because Dieter had no chance to stop Kano.
Chapman tries to lob it back into Kano. The ball knocked away. It's a steal for the Greyhounds. Wilmington basketball with Cray Rupp at the top of the key. Cray Rupp working against Harpst. Out front, Flick thought about a 3, doesn't take it. 1:51 to go here in the first quarter of action. Cray Rupp goes down the lane, off-balance shot, rattles the rim and goes. On the board for the second time is Leah Cray Rupp. She has 4, it's 8-6. Good lead for Greenville. Long pass ahead to Kano. This time missed the layup underneath. Point blank and couldn't get that one to go. Rebound Cray Rupp. Gonna stop, pop, 3 ball. Got it! 5 in a row for Leah Cray-Rupp. And a 9-8 Wilmington lead.
And Wilmington has retaken the lead here, 9-8 on the 3 by Cray-Rupp.
Ball to Harps in the corner. Harps double teamed with the ball knocked away. It will still belong to Greenville. And what a turn there. Just a chance for a layup. Didn't go. And quickly on the other end, a 3 goes against you.
One thing Greenville does not want to do is get caught in the corner like they just did that time. Wilmington's going to trap you from that position.
Sideline inbound. High post for Harps. Turns, shoots it off the side of the bank board. No good. Rebound grabbed in there by Cray-Rupp again. Cray-Rupp working the right wing against the Greenville man-to-man. Comes off a high screen. Schaller with a knockaway, but Cray-Rupp gets it back. Cray-Rupp dribbles right. Steps back. Cray-Rupp 3 ball. This time off the side rim. No good. Rebound grabbed by Josie Lewis. Lewis across the timeline. Long pass ahead to Kano. Kano puts it on the floor and gets nailed from behind. Crashes to the floor. No shot attempt. It should be an out of bounds under the basket for Greenville.
Got a final mark. Portersville Christian girls 60, Hickory 34. Also, we'll give you a couple other scores here in the next break.
Inbound to Harps. Greenville trails by 1-9-8. Harps left side. Schaller 3 ball. Front rim and over the top of the bank board, and then stuck. Stuck on the backside, but quick into action.
Never seen that before.
Yeah, he got caught on the backside where the standards hold the bank board. And the thing is, it's obviously happened in this gym before because quickly they knew exactly where the pole was that they needed off the backside of the broom to use that and get it out.
And you're right, because the
assistant coach jumped off the bench. He ran right to the broom. He knew exactly what to do.
It happened in 8 seconds. That's a big-time performance.
That happened at the Greenberg house back in the day.
Game's over.
Right side penetration by Cray-Rupp. And a whistle and a hand check foul.
First foul of the game. That's going to be on Anna Harps. First foul on Greenville. First foul on Harps.
Cray-Rupp trying to lobby for the foul shot there and line up at the line, but David Sherrill said no, on the floor. Inbound will go to Cray-Rupp, top of the key. 34 seconds to go first quarter. 9-8 the Wilmington lead. Cray-Rupp flips it back over her head in the lane, attacking the basket with the left hand as Bruckner couldn't get the shot to go, but a whistle and a foul. There'll be 2 attempts coming for Reese Bruckner.
And who is that on? That's going to be on Lewis.
Now with that pass from Cray-Rupp, dribbled right in, blindly threw it back over her head, knowing that Bruckner would be there. And she caught it and attacked the basket. First foul shot good for a 10-8 Wilmington lead. Second shot here.
Bruckner, the 5'8" freshman.
And rattles in the second one as well. 2 of 2 from the line for Bruckner. 11-8, Wilmington's largest lead.
7-0 run now by Wilmington.
Harps will inbound to Lewis with 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. Lewis will cross the timeline with 18 seconds. Lewis working out front against Jekovic. Lewis to the foul line, bounce it right side for Harps with 12 seconds. Top of the key, Schaller. Back to Lewis, left side with 8 seconds. Inside for Kano, turn, shoots, left hand shot. No good, fights for her own rebound. Ball knocked out of bounds, it's off Kano. Wilmington ball with 4 seconds.
Greenville ran a nice play there to get the ball down to Kano, but better defense by Wilmington.
Let's see what happens here. They'll get the ball to Jekovic. Sprints across the timeline. 2-1, fires at the buzzer with a left hand. It's off the side of the bank board, no good. And that's going to end the first quarter. Wilmington comes from behind to take an 11-8 lead after 1. We're back with more in a moment on your home for the NFL Playoff Sports Radio 96.7.
How can we help you?
I'm just having a hard time. I don't know what you can do. No one understands.
Just coming here was a great step. Now that you're here, let's figure out what your next step will be. We'll work on it together.
Community Counseling Center of Mercer County offers care for adults, children, and families. Our mission is to help individuals and families live healthy and fulfilling lives. Community Counseling Center of Mercer County, 724-981-7141 or cccmer.org.
The second quarter is brought to you by Cash Dollar and Associates, where they have the client and only the client in mind.
Mark Slazak and Bob Greenberg back with you at Wilmington. Art Shannon back at the studio. We played one quarter, and it's a Wilmington 11-8 lead over Greenville.
I thought Wilmington came out with some butterflies that first 4 minutes, a couple air balls, some wayward passes, but overall kind of settled themselves in here, Mark, that last 4 minutes and beginning to enforce some of their quickness onto this Greenville team.
Yeah. Early turnovers on dribbles, fast break opportunities that got away. Here's Malik, sneaks in and gets a takeaway right away. So Malik came off the weak side, got back in the game, weak side, helped tied up Whiting, and the arrow to Greenville.
And that's just what Sarah Malik brings to the team. Heads up play by the senior.
Turnover 6 for Wilmington. Lewis out front with the basketball. Working right side. Into the corner, the ball goes to Malik. Malik dribbles with the left hand, fires back out front for Kano. Kano at the top of the key. Looking for help, now puts the ball on the floor. Tacks Whiting to the left wing, kicks it back out front for Lewis. Lewis with the ball. Between the circles. High post intended for Kano, ball knocked away. Squirts through all the way to Harps in the corner. Back to Kano. Kano left side and back out to Lewis. Lewis will work between the circles, dribble with the right hand, fires right side for Kano. Kano on the wing. Back out front for Malik. Left side for Lewis, attacks the basket. Lefty layup is short. Rebound grab by Jekovic. Wilmington on the run. 3-on-3 break. Right side. Steal back by Malik. A takeaway, and then the ball hit. Looked like it hit the official, and then Whiting, and then the official. With all that traffic, probably hard to tell who it's off of, but he called it off of Malik and give the ball to Wilmington.
Samantha Failer did not like the call, but walked away. Didn't say much to the official there.
Front Jekovic with the basketball. Works it to Whiting. Whiting goes backdoor for Dieter. Dieter under the basket, flips it back into Whiting. Double down low to Gardner, shoots and hits. Whiting to Gardner for 2.
And it's 13-8 now. Wilmington, they're on a 9-0 run.
Long pass ahead to Failer over the press and lays it in. That's the third time Greenville has had to lay up by throwing over top of the press with no resistance. This time, Schaller with the basket.
Her 4th point of the game, 13-10 Wilmington.
Whiting attacks the hoop. She's open right side. Layup is no good, but a whistle and a foul.
And that's going to be on Schaller.
Foul shot opportunities for Maylee Whiting. 2 shots, line left. Whiting on the year, just 31% from the line. Eyes it, shoots it, and off the back rim, no good.
Couple scores here, halftime. Farrell 26, Reynolds 14, end of 1, Sharpsville 15, Sharon 4. Also end of 1, it is Kennedy 24, Mercer 2.
Right here, 13-10 Wilmington leads Greenville. Now make it 14-10 on the made basket from the foul line. Made foul shot by Whiting.
It's a high arc on that shot there by Whiting, but it went in.
Lewis in the backcourt working against Jekovic. Bounce it right side for Harpst. Harpst goes high post for Kano. Kano feeds corner. It's Schaller, fakes a shot, now dribbles right, takes a shot, it's no good. Rebound grab by Gardner. Gardner on the run across the timeline. Feeds Jekovic on the left wing. Jekovic back to the top of the key. Around the horn, wants a backdoor pass, and Malik with a takeaway.
And Sarah Malik with the steal goes to the ground, comes up hobbling a little bit.
And then Greenville tries to push the pace with a long pass ahead to Harps in the corner. The ball off her hands and out of bounds, and Greenville turns over right back.
I mean, Sarah Malik only has 1 speed, even though she has that bad knee. I mean, she's diving.
And she's playing no differently. She's got a knee brace on. That's the difference. Everything else, she's playing hard.
14-10 Wilmington, 5:35 to go here first half.
Trey Rupp scoops it inside, intended for Brewer. The ball taken away by Lewis as the ball overshot Brewer. Ahead left side for Harpst. Sets for 3. It's off the side of the bankboard. Cray Rupp with a rebound.
I think Cray Rupp had a tip of that ball on that shot as well.
I think so. Cray Rupp on that right wing. Works top of the key. Through a double team. Cray Rupp doubled again. Fires it back out front. It's Gardner. Gardner right of the lane. Gardner flips it behind to Brewer. Brewer into the paint. Their face guard and trying not to let Cray Rupp get the ball back, making the offense be all the other 4 girls. And then as Gardner turns to attack the basket, Coach Mike Jekovich will call timeout. Timeout on the action with 4:59 to go in the first half.
When it comes to protecting,
it's Greenville. We're back with more in a moment on your home for the NFL Playoff Sports Radio 96.7.
1973, something wonderful happened in Sharpsville. That's when Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of now over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42 whole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Call 724-962-5503. Lock, Stock, and Barrel, proud sponsors of the sub of the game and play of the game.
The second quarter is brought to you by Cash Dollar and Associates, where they have the client and only the client in mind.
All right, we're back here. Mark Slazak with Bob Greenberg. Also streaming on lcsportsnet.com with James Dotson and the crew. And it's a 14-10 lead for Wilmington over Greenville here. 4:52 second quarter. Cray Rupp going to drive the lane. Put it off the glass. It's wide. Rebound grab by Schaller. Schaller double team. Ripped out of there. And they're going to say it's going to be off of
Schaller, I think.
Schaller tried to spin out of there. Cray Rupp got a hand on the basketball, goes out of bounds. And it'll be Wilmington basketball. They'll inbound and hand to Cray Rupp. She'll attack the basket, right side, throw it up on the right hand. Shot no good. Weak side rebound for a moment was in the hands of Bruckner, then knocked out of bounds by Malik. So Wilmington basketball.
Boy, every time Cray Rupp touches the ball, she is getting double teamed, triple teamed. Coach Failer does not want the basketball in her hands.
There's a drive by Gardner, shot blocked by Kano. Again, the ball though out of bounds, and will be Wilmington's ball again underneath their own basket.
Big crowd here tonight at Wilmington. Monday night, first place showdown.
Cray Rupp, look at the inbound. We'll go in the corner to Gardner, hand it back to Cray Rupp. Cray Rupp then double teamed right away. Flip it back out to Jekovich. Jekovich dribbles to the right corner. Comes off her screen. She's doubled there by Kano. Kano with a knockaway. Ball loose and a takeaway. Kano with the steal. Lewis ahead to Schaller. In front of the pack. Ready layup up around the rim and off. And the rebound grabbed by Brewer.
Oh my, just got a bad angle on that shot. The only reason it went out. Still 14-10 Wilmington, 4 minutes to go here, first half.
Working out front with the basketball, Cray Rupp. Cray Rupp hesitates and gonna get called for a double dribble. On the wing, turn it over, give the ball back to Greenville. 9 turnovers in the first half for Wilmington. But Wilmington still holding on to a 14-10 lead. It's been a 3-2 second quarter. 3 points for Wilmington. Here's Kano going to fire a 3 from the wing. And how about that? The first 3 of the year for Grace Kano. It is a 14-13 edge for Wilmington.
And nobody was Gardner, and she just knocked it down.
Plenty of room, and the shot looked good. Penetration right side and a knockaway. They knocked the ball out of the hands of Flick. And Greenville's ball again. Ball goes right side. Here's Malik to try a 3. It's off the rim, no good. And grabbing the rebound is Bruckner on the run. Bruckner right side as a ball poked away. Harps had it, Bruckner got it back. So turnover, and the ball back into the hands of Wilmington. Cray Rupp's going to slow it down for about a split second, then gets fouled on that. Just out of bounds, no foul on that far side. Just out of bounds, knocked off Cray Rupp. Leah Cray Rupp going to get a quick break on that far side bench.
14-13 Wilmington, 3:06 to go here, first half.
Dieter checks back into the lineup. Ball lobbed in the back court for Jekovich. Jekovich goes high post for Dieter. Dieter to Whiting. Whiting right side, crosses into the middle, puts it up with the right hand, glass and good. Maylee Whiting with aggressive take. Her first bucket of the night, and it's a 16-13 Wilmington lead.
Boy, big time move by Whiting.
Pass left side nearly thrown away, saved by Kano. Back out to Lewis out front. Lewis working between the circles. Lewis going down the lane, scoop with the right hand off the glass, no good. Kano with the offensive rebound, another foul. And I think Kano will get 2 out of this on the offensive board and crashing and getting it quickly back up. So Grace Kano will shoot 2 line right.
Kano with 9 in the game here, 9 of Greenville's 13. Second foul on Whiting.
Conferring on what it was, and they will say 2-shot foul. Second foul, as Bob just said, on Whiting. 14 fouls on Wilmington. Foul shot is good for Kano. On the year, Grace 70% from the line, 3 of 3 in this game. Trey Rupp checks back in the game. Gardner checks back in the game. Whiting gets a break, as does Maya Jekovic. Kano foul shot up and good. 16-15 is the lead for Wilmington. They've led this entire quarter. Out front, Cray Rupp. The left side for Bruckner. Swinging on the right side, back to Cray Rupp. Top the key, Flick gonna fire a 3. Banks off the board and then the rim, and it's no good. And the rebound grabbed by Malik of Greenville.
Ran a play for Flick, the 5'8 freshman who's had 6 threes this year, just a little bit too long.
Left side, Kano, back out front for Lewis. Lewis directing traffic. The right side for Harpst, closely guarded. Harpst with a baseline drive. Flip it to Kano. Kano's gonna spin. Kano in the paint, spins back to her right, floats it up and in. Another nice move by Grace Kano. Timeout going to be taken by Greenville as Greenville has taken the lead. It's 17-16 Greenville. Timeout of the action. We're doing the same right here on your home for the NFL Playoffs, Sports Radio 96.7.
I run a local business. With payroll, expenses, taxes, and equipment, taking care of business is a lot of work. But at my bank, I get mobile banking, online bill pay, and the financial advice I need to make the best decisions for my business. My bank is a financial partner I can count on.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
The second quarter is brought to you by Cash Dollar and Associates, where they have the client and only the client in mind.
Back here at Wilmington High School, Mark Slazak with Bob Greenberg. Art Shannon back at the studio. We've seen a good one. 17-16. Greenville has taken the lead for the first time in the second quarter. With a 1-point lead on a Kano basket.
Wilmington took a 5-point lead. That was their largest lead of the game, 13-8 early in this second quarter. But since then, it's been a 9-3 run by Greenville. We've had 5 different lead changes, and Wilmington with the ball to try to retake the lead here.
1:40 on the clock here in the first half. Gardner out front. Feed Bruckner, and then did Dieter. A 5-man weave. They'll lob inside. They lobbed it into a triple team and bailed out by a foul. Flick kind of forced that one in there to a bad spot, but the 3 blue jerseys all converged at the same time.
And it's going to be on Schaller, her second. Team's fourth.
Baseline inbound. They like to try to find Cray Rupp on these plays. They'll lob it out to Cray Rupp. Top of the key ball deflected by Malik. Cray Rupp gets it back, drives the foul line, steps back, and she's going to get called for a travel on the step back. Turnover Wilmington.
That step back is a tough call there for the travel. But not much said.
So Greenville basketball, a minute 19 to go. Here in the first half. Greenville with a 17-16 lead. Grace Kano right side. Back cut, inside feeds Harps. Layup off the rim, no good. Rebound into the corner, grabbed by Cray Rupp. Cray Rupp on the run. And will slow up across the timeline.
Well, Greenville cannot have run a better play there and just not able to finish.
That's happened on several occasions where Greenville just point-blank layups that just didn't go. Here's Gardner, top of the key. Flips it out to Jekovic. Jekovic works to the right to Dieter. Dieter into the paint, runs into Kano, puts the shot up, it's off, no good. Rebound, Gardner, put it back up and in! Offensive board in the bucket for Annalie Gardner.
We talked about Whiting and Gardner being big tonight, and so far they have been.
Long pass, Harps, 3-ball, got it! That time on the break, Harps finally got some space and nails her first 3 of the night. 20-18 Greenville.
Our 7th lead change here of the first half. Greenville back up by 2.
Gray Rupp working right side in the wing against Malik. And a collision. Now she'll turn and fire it as Malik falls. Malik's down. And she's holding her knee again. Rebounds, banging all around as they wait for the dead ball. And now they'll check on Malik.
Oh my. The last thing you wanted to see, hopefully, is just a little bit of a tweak there, but
she got tangled up in the corner on a loose ball and went down. She reached down for that knee at first. She just lays flat on her back as Coach Failer and the Wilmington training staff checked her out.
And that might be it for her. I don't know if Coach Failer will put her back in the game after that. Still a long season to go here, and she is such an important part. But we'll see. With 7 seconds to go here in this half, Greenville has the ball.
Chapman will check in. Charlotte will inbound against full court. Face guard, deny pressure. Schaller into Kano. Hands it to Lewis right in front of the Greenville bench. Ball poked away.
5 seconds to go.
Lob on the inbound is deflected. It's grabbed by Chapman of Greenville to Lewis with 2. She'll fire a 40-footer. It's off the glass, no good. Schaller put the rebound back up and in, but it was after the buzzer, so no return basket there. And we are at the half. Our halftime score is Greenville 20 and Wilmington 18. We'll take a break and back with halftime talk when we return right here on your home for the NFL playoffs, Sports Radio 96.7.
Home Improvement Hotline, how can I help?
Hi, we're thinking of remodeling our kitchen.
Make your dream kitchen?
Yeah.
Yourself?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Why?
Oh, the headaches from flooring in tight corners to why doesn't the countertop fit? The cabinets are wrong, pulls don't match. Do we repaint or refloor? You have to rewire the outlets. Suddenly it's 6 months and you still have no kitchen?
We don't want that.
Oh, then here's who to call.
Warner's Homes and Improvements for a headache-free dream kitchen or bath. Tell us your dreams. We'll make it happen. Since 1958, Warner Homes and Improvements. Quality you can trust at warnerconstruction.com.
Hello, Shell Restoration. May I help you? Hello?
Oh, I was waiting for the beep. Or the part that tells me what button to press.
Nope, I'm a real person.
Great. I've been leaving messages all day to try and compare prices on my roof.
Well, we can have one of our project managers call you to set up an appointment within an hour and be at your house for an estimate within 24 hours.
Wow, that's service.
Well, that's what we specialize in.
Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer. Call today for a free estimate, 800-663-8103, or look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook.
English Auto in Grove City specializes in Southern vehicles from $5,000 to $15,000. New PA inspections and warranties. BobEnglishAuto.com or call 724-458-5100.
If you're thinking about a move to a senior living community where you can receive help with daily living, consider the Heritage or the Ridgewood at St. Paul's in Greenville, Pennsylvania. The Heritage and the Ridgewood are personal care residences offering private apartments with as much assistance as you need. Plus, services like meals, housekeeping, transportation, and social and spiritual programs. Call today for more information. 724-588-7610. St. Paul's provides equal housing opportunities. Are you buried in debt? Did you overspend over the holidays? Turn to the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union for help. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union has sensible, caring solutions that will help you pay off accumulated debt or unwanted bills. Ask about their personal loans, home equity options, or even credit card balance transfers. Call or stop in to discuss what plan works best for you. Read more online at gcafcu.org. Equal Opportunity Lender. Federally insured by NCUA.
The halftime show is brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs to the Shenango Valley since 1973.
We're back here. Mark Slazak along with Bob Greenberg. We are at the half. To join our fans there on lcsportsnet.com as well, streaming there. And 20-18, Greenville the lead over Wilmington here at the half.
Yeah, it's been a real slugfest here between these two teams. Both teams shooting a sub 30% from the field. and not really a lot of clean looks, a lot of contact. Officials are doing, I think, a great job letting them play, but calling what they have to. And overall, a little run there at the end of that half by Greenville. A 10-4 run to end the half has given them the lead. We've had 7 lead changes in that first 16 minutes, and that tells you how close and back and forth this game has been.
Wilmington had a 7-0 run in the first quarter to go up 11-8. Ended the first quarter with that. Had the lead all the way through the second quarter until the 1:42 mark when Greenville finally took the lead at 17-16. Then we had a couple of lead changes from that point. Also, keep an eye on Sarah Malik. She came back from a knee injury, played a good part of the first half. Right at the end of the half, kind of got tangled up in the corner, went down again, looked to be holding that same knee. So unfortunate for Sarah Malik. We wish her the best in this one. But boy, it's been a good basketball game. 20-18, Greenville leads Wilmington. You have some scores?
Some quick scores. Finals, Farrell 56, Reynolds 25. Also halftime, Sharpsville 25, Sharon 14. Halftime, Kennedy 45, Mercer 6. Final, Lakeview 53, Commodore Perry 11. And a final, Grove City 47, Sippy Rock 29.
And you had a Hickory score from earlier as well, falling to Portersville Christian?
60-34. I believe that was the final.
All right, so those are our scores as we have them right now. And our score in this gym, it's Greenville 20, it's Wilmington 18. We'll take a break. We're back with more in a moment on your home for the NFL Playoff Sports Radio, 96.7.
Up to certain limits, traditional IRAs allow individuals to make tax-deductible contributions. Also within limits, individuals can make contributions to a Roth IRA with after-tax dollars. Please call Dave Cashdollar, Tim Cashdollar, or Eric Montgomery to find out which IRA suits your objective at 724-458-5233 or stop in at 115 Erie Street, Grove City, Pennsylvania, 16127. Registered representatives offering securities through Cetera Advisors Network, LLC. Members FINRA SIPC. Dave Cashdollar and Eric Montgomery also offer advisory services through Cetera Advisor Networks, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Cashdollar and Associates, LLC is not a subsidiary nor controlled by Cetera Advisor Networks.
When you're a grower, you know what it takes to thrive in the field. My bank understands and respects that. When you've got a financial partner working alongside you, it makes the days a little easier and the numbers all add up. My bank has experience when it comes to agriculture. My family's been doing business with them for a long time. I'm independent, and so is my bank.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
My car does more than take me from here to there. And I expect my insurance to do more too. That's why I chose my agent and Erie Insurance. They offer first accident forgiveness and the service I deserve at a price I can afford.
Your Erie agent in Hermitage is Reinhardt's Insurance. Get a quote at 724-342-2291.
Erie Insurance services are provided by one or more of the following insurers: Erie Insurance Company, Erie Insurance Property and Casualty Company, or Flagship City Insurance Company, home offices Erie, Pennsylvania, or Erie Insurance Company of New York, home offices Rochester, New York, and Equal Opportunity Insurance.
The halftime show is brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs to the Shenango Valley since 1973.
Mark Slazak, Bob Greenberg back with you. No matter how big you get or how famous you think you are, it is easily to get recentered with just adding one letter to your name there. As I'm just looking on the internet, I find it Mark Slazak along with Bob Greensburg on the broadcast.
I'm not a town here. It's Greensburg, Pennsylvania. It's Greenburg. I get called by my... It's fixed now. There you go. There you go, Mark. You're lying. You're making that up.
Oh, I already screenshotted it and so for posterity. Bob Greensburg, my partner. But all good. Hey, we're at the half, and we're having fun with the crew here at lcsportsnet.com as well, streaming live. And here on the radio, it's Greenville 20, it's Wilmington 18. We've had a bunch of lead changes. We've had some solid basketball. We've had aggressive play. It's been a fun night of basketball, and this is what we expected. Wilmington and Greenville, both outstanding records, both 5-0 in Region 4, trying for first place here tonight.
First half stats for Greenville led by Grace Cano. 3 2s and a 3, 4 from the line for 13 points. Reese Schuller, 2 2s for 4. Anna Harpstead, a 3 for 3. Greenville, 7 of 25 from the field. They had 2 threes, shot 28%, 4 of 4 from the foul line. Wilmington led by Leah Cray-Rupp, 2 2s and a 3 for 7. Annalie Gardner, 2 2s for 4. Maylee Whiting, a 2, 1 for 3. Reese Bruckner, 2 of 2 from the line for 2. Maya Jekovic, a 2 for 2. Wilmington, 7 of 24 from the field. They had 1 3, shot 29%. They were 3 of 4 from the foul line.
It was 22 rebounds for Wilmington in that first half of action. It was 11 rebounds on the Greenville side. Wilmington 13 turnovers. Greenville turned it over 6 times in the first half. We'll take a break. Back with the second half when we return. Again, Greenville 20, Wilmington 18 at the half on your home for the NFL Playoffs. Sports Radio 96.7.
English Auto in Grove City specializes in Southern vehicles from $5,000 to $15,000. New PA inspections and warranties. BobEnglishAuto.com or call 724-458-5100.
You know, usually you don't get a new roof for the heck of it.
Why are you replacing your roof?
I didn't like the color.
You get a new roof because you're gonna need it. Shell Restoration's Severe Weather Response Team is ready to help. The area's #1 company for sales and installation of roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. Shell Restoration excels at working with your insurance company for wind and hail claims, plus there's financing available too. Look for @Shell Restoration on Facebook or call 800-663-8103 for a free estimate.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
All right, we are back here at Wilmington, getting ready to start this third quarter of action. Greenville 20, Wilmington 18.
And looking right now for Sarah.
In the stands.
She is in the stands. So
with ice on her knee.
So that would indicate she is going to be done for the day. And sure, mixed emotions for Coach Failer. Glad to get her back. She was cleared to play tonight, so just the people are wondering after that injury a week ago. And even when I talked to Coach Failer, I think last Wednesday, when they weren't sure, she said Sarah told her that she was playing no matter what. So she's a very dedicated and player that wanted to be out here, so really no second guessing on that.
First half, as Bob mentioned, Grace Cano leading the way with 13 for Greenville. Leah Cray-Rupp with 7. We saw Cray-Rupp like in the beginning, and all of kind of Wilmington, the young team, you can see them a little anxious early on, and Leah had to go to the bench early with some trouble breathing right off the bat, and so there's a lot of emotion that goes into a big game like this, and Greenville a little bit more of a veteran team, I should say a lot more of a veteran team after their long playoff run of a year ago, and Wilmington holding their own though. They made it kind of through that first part of the game, and then you kind of get that second win, but it's very normal to kind of start a basketball game and feel winded after those first 1 or 2 times down the floor, and then you kind of feel normal again. And sometimes the bigger the game, it takes a little bit longer to get that normal feeling and that normal breathing back. Greenville, right before they start the second half, they do their shooting, and then they go through a quick little defensive slide drill to kind of get themselves ready and focused on the defensive end. Greenville comes into the game giving up only 28 points a game. One of the top defensive teams in all of Pennsylvania. So you're ready to start this second half. It'll be Greenville in the blue uniforms with the gold numbers outlined in white. And Lily Chapman, who started a couple of games in Sarah Malick's absence, will be into the game. A 5'3" junior, which is about a point a game.
And Coach Failer talked about some of the playing time she has gotten down the stretch has definitely helped her. So no question she is going to get a lot of extra minutes here in this second half.
It'll be Wilmington basketball to start this second half of action with a 20-18 deficit for the Hounds in the white uniforms with the blue numbers. Gardner, Dieter, Cray-Rupp, Jekovic, and Whiting. Jekovic with the basketball, picks up the dribble, bounces it right side for Dieter. Inside is intended for Cray-Rupp, and they throw it over her head and out of bounds. So the 14th turnover for Wilmington is how they start the third quarter.
Kind of a set play there to hit Gray Rupp in the paint area, and it just went over her head.
Inbound to Lewis. She's immediately double teamed, dribbles out of trouble. Hesitates against Jekovic and crosses the timeline. To the foul line, bounce it left side for Harps. Ball knocked away by Dieter, and it's a takeaway for Wilmington into the hands of Whiting. Whiting to Jekovic. Jekovic into the paint. Jekovic to the basket with the left hand. It goes in. Coast to coast for Maya Jekovic.
And we are tied at 20. Jekovic, she is non-stop energy. What a matchup between her and Lewis here tonight.
Ball goes left side to Chapman on the wing. Chapman ball high above her head. Out front for Schaller. Schaller feeds it back to Lewis. Lewis to the foul line. Lewis down the lane. Lewis with the left hand tries to answer, doesn't go. Jekovic with a rebound for Wilmington. Across the timeline. Bounce it left side on the wing for Dieter. Dieter attacks the basket, lost it, falls to the floor. Diving on the loose ball is Schaller. Tries to spin out of traffic, and we're going to have a held ball, and the hustle of Schaller will give Greenville the basketball.
And Dieter got in a little bit of trouble there, and then Schaller going to the ground to get the ball.
Ace guard man-to-man, ball ahead to Harps left side. Harps on the wing to Kano. Kano collides with Cray Rupp. Cray Rupp says, "I'm sorry," right away. I don't know if
she hit her with the, I think the hand hit her to the
head.
head.
Of the head.
And probably should have been a foul. And
she stopped play just to give Grace Kano a chance to catch her breath.
I mean, she got, and it was Cray Rupp just trying to come around her and just incidentally smacked her in the head.
And she said, I mean, this is funny, like right away apologized, inadvertent all the way. Greenville will inbound. Lewis, catch, three ball, off the rim, no. Rebound to the far corner, grabbed by Schaller to keep it alive there. Schaller out front to Chapman, back to Lewis on the wing. Lewis will go to Schaller, top of the key. Schaller going to go down the lane left side. Schaller with the left hand, it's off the rim, no. Rebound grabbed by Whiting. Wilmington looks to turn and run. Whiting on the across the timeline right side. Flips it out to the logo for Cray Rupp. And then back to Jekovic. 20-20 tie here in the third quarter. Jekovic around the horn left side. Fires up a high layup. It's no good, but a whistle and a foul. She attacks the basket.
And you see Mike Jekovic doing some fist pumps over there as his daughter able to make the big move around onto the baseline there and then get fouled on the play.
And the third foul on Reese Schaller on the play as well.
That's a big foul. This is a Greenville team that's already missing Sarah Malik, who re-injured her knee in the first half.
Chapman played a little bit in that first half. Real brief moments in the game for Peyton Davis. First foul shot for Jekovic is no good. She'll get one more. Maya Jekovic, the 5'4" freshman, 4 points in the game in a 20-20 tie. 6:11 on the clock here, third quarter. Second shot, line right, up, good. Another lead change in Greenville. Now trails Wilmington, but they'll have the basketball. 21-20. Jekovic must have a scratch or something on her elbow as they have her check out. She's going to get that attended to, cleaned up.
As we said, it's a slugfest here. We've had an injury, got an inadvertent hit to the head. Now we got a little bit of a cut.
No, and those are just the ones we saw.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Flick is going to check into the Wilmington lineup. Alyssa Flick, 5'8" freshman. Jekovic will get fixed up. Greenville against face guard man-to-man. Try to get it into Lewis. The ball poked into the corner and out of bounds. We're going to say last touch there by Cray Rupp. Whiting checks in for Gardner on the Wilmington side.
And this is really right up Wilmington's alley right now. This is what they like to do. Oh!
Greenville going long for Lewis. Lays it up and in. Everybody face guard man, and Lewis able to beat him down the floor. I don't know if Wilmington for a second forgot which way they were going, and Lewis gets an easy layup.
That was as easy as it gets. Yeah, Wilmington kind of froze there.
Ball on the lob inside for Bruckner. Beat it back out front for Cray Rupp. Three ball in the air. Got it! Wilmington back on top.
24-22 on the three by Cray Rupp. It's our 10th lead change.
Lewis bounced down low for Kano. Puts it on the floor. Turns, shoots off the glass. No good. And the rebound grabbed by Whiting. Wilmington basketball. Cray Rupp top of the key. 2-point Wilmington lead. Trey Rupp working to her left. Double team for a moment. Step back, another three. This one's short. Rebound grabbed out of the air by Whiting. Put it up. Can't get it to go, but a foul. And Maylee Whiting will shoot a pair.
Sometimes your best offense is just getting the ball to the rim.
And when you think about that, too, every time Cray Rupp is shooting it, there are usually two girls on her, so you got numbers on the other side everywhere else. And Whiting just caught the air ball that time and had a chance to put it back in. Line right for Whiting. Foul shot good. For Maylee Whiting, who came in 31% from the line, has made 2 of her 3 foul shots. It's a 25-22 Wilmington lead.
Fouls on Kano, her first.
Whiting with a second shot, line right. And that one's off the rim, no good. Schaller with the rebound. Greenville basketball. Lewis will cross the timeline. We'll go right side for Harps. High post for Kano. Kano faces the basket, puts it on the floor, fakes a shot. Back out to Schaller. Corner for Harps. 3 ball in the air. Got it! Anna Harps from the left corner pocket. We're tied at 25.
Great ball movement there by Greenville. That team aspect, the extra pass, found the open. Anna Harps.
Left wing. Trey Rupp has the ball knocked away. Got it back. Trey Rupp now double teamed on the left wing. Still double teamed, in trouble. And a timeout called by Coach Jekovic to save the possession. We'll take the timeout as well. It is 25-25 with 4:40 to go here in the third quarter. We'll take a break on your home for the NFL playoffs. It's Sports Radio 96.7.
Are you buried in debt? Did you overspend over the holidays? Turn to the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union for help. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union has sensible, caring solutions that will help you pay off accumulated debt or unwanted bills. Ask about their personal loans, home equity options, or even credit card balance transfers. Call or stop in to discuss what plan works best for you. Read more online at gcafcu.org. Equal Opportunity Lender. Federally insured by NCUA.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
25 all. I'm Mark Slazak with Bob Greenberg. Greenville and Wilmington, both teams 5-0 at the top of Region 4 on the girls' side. Wilmington 13-2, Greenville 12-2. Heavyweight fight has been that way the whole time.
Middlesex girls win tonight, 59-23 over Jamestown. Stevens and Babcock each with 18 for the Reds.
And it's Wilmington basketball working left to right here in the third quarter. Right side on the wing with a basketball flick to Gardner, to Jekovic on the left wing. Jekovic comes up to Cray Rupp, comes around a double screen. Now double team, ball loose for a moment, grabbed by Jekovic, drives right side, feeds it baseline for Flick, crosses it for Gardner, ball knocked out of bounds as Reese Schaller will knock it away, and now Schaller is slow to get up. Got bent up like a pretzel under the basket, but I think she's okay.
Looks like maybe might be her ankle or something, that kind of a little bit of discomfort there.
Face guard on the inbound for Greenville. Ball into the corner intended for Jekovic, knocked out of bounds by Lewis. Wilmington will trigger again. Get a baseline inbound, but now closer to the corner. Gardner fires it cross court for Whiting. Whiting will attack the basket, put up on the right-hand shot. No good. Rebound. It was knocked out of bounds. Will say off Schaller of Greenville. Wilmington will keep it.
And we are still tied at 25 here with 4:12 to go, third quarter. First place at stake here tonight in the region.
They're up to inbound, corner, and then top of the key for Jekovic. Jekovic will hand it to Dieter. Dieter drive and left. Dieter to the baseline, throws it up off the side of the bankboard and out of bounds. Greenville ball. (25-25). 4:03 to go in the third. Greenville against full court pressure gets the ball into Lewis, then to Chapman. Chapman will run it across the timeline. Chapman ahead left side to Kano. Stop, pop, jumper, rim, no. Rebound bangs around, and looks like we're going to have a tie-up. And the arrow to Wilmington.
You start to wonder, Mark, and Coach Failer talked about it in the pregame about this schedule they've played. Fourth game in 8 days. They just had a battle royale on Saturday, and it's Monday. And we'll see how, we know they're well conditioned, but that's still a lot for anybody. I don't care how young you are.
Jekovic will bring it across the timeline. And tied at 25. Swinging left side for Dieter. Dieter, double team for a moment. Ball ahead to Whiting. Whiting puts it on the floor through a double team. Shot blocked by Kano. Kano with a loose ball as well. Greenville basketball. Lewis across the timeline ahead to Harpst. Open, 3-ball in the air. Got it! Anna Harpst with her second three. A 3-point Greenville lead.
Second three of the quarter. Third three of the game for Harpst.
Right side, Jekovic will leave it off on the wing, and Bruckner, as she crosses into the lane, the ball knocked away. And then a Weechit foul going to be called.
And it's going to be on Harpst, her second.
3 threes for Harpst, now 31 on the year. 2 in this quarter, 2 in the second half. 28-25 Greenville leads.
11th lead change here of the game.
Inbound. Gardner into Dieter. Dieter to the basket, turn, shoots with the right hand. Shot no good, rebound grabbed by Kano. Quick outlet will go to Chapman and ahead to Lewis. Back right side, Chapman, she'll fire a 3. It's off the front rim, no good. Rebound to the floor. Grabbed by Dieter. Dieter ahead right side of this. She tried to go underneath the ball, taken away by Lewis. Wilmington turns it over, and then Wilmington commits a foul.
Yeah, found the backcourt there. Will be just the first team foul the second half for the Greyhounds. It'll be on Bruckner.
Chapman to inbound. Into Lewis. Lewis double team. Ball back ahead to Chapman right side. Into the corner for Schaller. Back to Chapman. Top of the key for Lewis. Lewis working right side. Lewis at the foul line. Feeds Chapman again. Chapman back dribble between the circles and hands to Lewis. 2:35 to go in the third. Ball right side for Harpst. Harpst stops at the foul line. Flips it out for Schaller. Schaller back out front for Chapman. Chapman into the paint. Dumps it for Kano. Kano going to get called for a double dribble. He kind of controlled the ball in a kind of a bad pass and controlled it with a little bounce. And the officials ruled that as a dribble, so double dribble turnover Greenville.
Kennedy beats Mercer tonight 78-25. That's a final. It's 28-25 here. Greenville leading Wilmington by 3.
Bruckner left wing, baseline drive, feeds it back out. Dieter, the top of the key. Dieter to Jekovic. Jekovic working left against Schaller. Jekovic will bounce it left side, Cray up to the corner. Fires up a 3 and hits it. A long 2, actually. A long 2. Closely guarded. How she got the shot off, I don't know, but she hits it. That's a 1-point edge for Greenville.
12 points now for Cray Rupp. Yeah, all kind of defense in front of her face that time.
She had no room to shoot and still got it up. Here's Harpst down the lane with the left hand. Can't get it to go, but a whistle and a foul. Anna Harpst driving hard to the basket. Will shoot 2. On the left end of the floor, right in front of our spot.
Boy, she was determined that time. Knew she was going to get contacted and did not shy away from that. Dieter picks up her second.
Foul shot is off the rim, no good. Harpst on the year, 64% from the line. 12 points a game on the average. She has 9 in this one on 3 threes.
Feels like a District 10 playoff game here tonight.
Second shot line left is up and good. Harpst will split the pair. And a timeout going to be taken in the action. Timeout, I think it was Greenville. Take a timeout here with a minute 34 to go in the third. It's a 29-27 lead for Greenville over Wilmington. We're back with more in a moment on your home for the NFL playoffs. Sports Radio 96.7.
Thanks for coming in. How can we help you?
I'm just having a hard time. I don't know what you can do. No one understands.
Just coming here was a great step. Now that you're here, let's figure out what your next step will be. We'll work on it together.
Community Counseling Center of Mercer County offers care for adults, children, and families. Our mission is to help individuals and families live healthy and fulfilling lives. Community Counseling Center of Mercer County, 724-981-7141 or cccmer.org.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
Back here at Wilmington, Mark Slazak with Bob Greenberg. Also on lcsportsnet.com streaming, so you can watch the video, listen to the audio if you wish, or just enjoy the radio part. And it'll be Wilmington basketball. Wilmington trails Greenville 29-27.
It's been a heavyweight matchup here.
Out front, it's Gardner. Feeds Whiting. Whiting makes a move left side. Whiting to the baseline, puts it up with the right hand. It's no good, partially blocked by Kano. Rebound was grabbed by Whiting for a moment, but she has a foot on the baseline, out of bounds. Give the ball back to Greenville.
Yeah, Whiting trying to make a big move there, just not able to finish, and then was out of bounds when she got the rebound.
Off the inbound, it's a steal for Jekovic. Feeds it inside. Cray Rupp layup off the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by Kano. Greenville got it back. The quick Wilmington takeaway. Lewis across the timeline, working right. Lewis feeds Harps top of the key. Harps to the corner. Chapman gonna fire a three. It's wide. Rebound underneath though, grabbed by Harps. Harps will run it into the corner. Harps will feed Kano. Kano to the foul line. Ball poked away. Kano got it back to the top of the key. Kano works left into the corner for Chapman. Chapman lost it on the dribble, and now double dribble. Turnover Greenville. And the ball back to Wilmington.
41 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Greenville leads Wilmington 29-27.
Maya Jekovic, the freshman point guard, coach's daughter, brings it across the timeline. Off to Cray Rupp. Cray Rupp working against Harpst. Cray Rupp, high post for Gardner. Lob opposite for Cray Rupp. Cray Rupp double team, spins out, fires a long shot. It's no good, but they're going to say she stepped one extra step to get set up for that shot, trying to get some distance around Kano, and a Wilmington turnover.
Dieter will come back in and give Cray Rupp a breather with 23 seconds to go in this third quarter.
Schaller getting a quick rest, as well as Peyton Davis is in for Greenville. 15 on the clock. Third quarter. Lewis working against Jekovic. Lewis to the foul line. Lewis bounces it right side for Harpst. Harpst with a baseline drive. Harpst got the ball knocked away. It's a takeaway by Wilmington. 2-1. And before Jekovic could cross the timeline, the buzzer will sound. And we will go to the fourth, with Greenville on top of Wilmington. It's Greenville 29. It's Wilmington 27. Fourth quarter next on your home for the NFL playoffs. This is Sports Radio 96.7.
In 1973, something wonderful happened in Sharpsville. That's when Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of now over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42 whole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Call 724-962-5503. Lock, Stock, and Barrel, proud sponsors of the sub of the game and play of the game.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer.
We're back here. Mark Slazak with Bob Greenberg. Art Shannon back at the studio. It's a 29-27 lead for Greenville over Wilmington.
And leading scorers, Greenville led by Grace Kano with 13, Anna Harps with 10. On the Wilmington side, Cray Rupp with 12 leads the way for the Hounds. And here we go. Potentially our final 8 minutes, but who knows? Greenville with the ball and a 29-27 lead.
Who knows? Means that we might have more minutes?
Yeah,
Is that what
we
you're
might.
saying?
We know. We never know.
Lewis across the timeline. Right side for Harpst. Harpst top of the key. Bounces for Kano. Kano feeds Chapman. Thought about a three, doesn't take it. She had missed a couple in the third quarter. Here's Schaller to the basket with the left hand off the rim. No. Rebound Kano. Spins again. Whistle. A travel. There are a lot of hands grabbing for the ball, slapping for the ball. Some of the Greenville side and the crowd that we sit in is Greenville. They didn't like the call, but it's a turnover. Give the ball back to Wilmington. All right side for Dieter. Hands to Cray Rupp, baseline drive, floats up the runner with the right hand, it's up and good. The runner for Leah Cray Rupp.
And we are tied at 29 with 7:20 to go in the game.
Greenville turnover was their 12th. Ball goes right side for Chapman. Chapman on the wing. Top of the key for Lewis. Lewis driving left. Lewis bounce it low for Kano. Back out to Harbs. 3 in the air, off the back rim, no good. Rebound though, run down by Schaller.
Reese Schaller is just all over the floor for this Greenville team.
Schaller inside for Kano. Ball knocked away. Whiting got a piece of it. Into the hands of Cray Rupp. He's on the run. Foul line runner short, but a foul. And Cray Rupp to the foul line with a chance to give Wilmington the lead.
I asked Mike Jacobs before the game, what is his team doing wrong at times? Because sometimes we sit around and watch Leah play too much, which not a bad thing.
This is the time of game, that's what they'd like. They like to watch her take over a quarter. She has 3 in the quarter, and that 3 points has given Wilmington a 30-29 lead as she hits that first foul shot. One more shot, line right. Dips, shoots, hits. Cray Rupp now with 16, 31-29. The lead for Wilmington. Chapman breaks the press right side. Feeds Kano top of the key. Inside for Schaller, off balance, ball knocked away. To take away for Jekovic. Off to Cray Rupp. Cray Rupp again attacks the basket, ready layup up and good. Take it over, 5 in the quarter, 33-29 Wilmington.
Leah Cray Rupp now with 18, and it's a 4-point lead for Wilmington.
Lewis finds space down the lane, lefty layup's too strong. Rebound grabbed there by Whiting, tied up by Schaller. Ball knocked away and grabbed by Cray Rupp. Cray Rupp, long pass ahead, intercepted and stolen by Kano.
And then Whiting and Kano get connected, and Kano's slow to get up.
The left side attacking the basket. Harps will put it up on the left hand, can't get to go, but a foul.
Oh my. You know, Samantha Failer told me one reason why they played that game on Saturday against Laurel, a really good Laurel team, is because they wanted to have back-to-back tough games like you'd see in the playoffs. Wanted to simulate that lack of time in between games and trying to help them down the road.
Well, she's getting that. Harp's foul shot is up and good. Wilmington leads 33-30.
Third foul, by the way, on Dieter.
Line left for Harpst. Hits again. 33-31. Wilmington with the lead in the ball. Maya Jekovic, top of the key, working against Lewis. Feeds it to Whiting. Whiting to Gardner. Lob inside for Dieter. Ball knocked into the corner by Chapman. Dieter tracks it back down. And then back to Jekovic, top of the key. Jekovic working left for Dieter. Baseline drive, throws it up. It's too strong. Rebound grab by Kano. Quick outlet to Harbst. 2-on-1 break. Harbst. And the ball taken away by Jekovic, but she can't stay in bounds. She got the steal, but she's out of bounds, and the ball goes back to Greenville.
So she gets a steal and a turnover on the same play. Is that how you count that in your stat book?
I think you have to. The inbound goes to Schaller. Back out front for Harps, in the corner for Lewis. Lewis feeds Chapman, top of the key. Kano on the right wing. Takes one dribble, ball back out front for Lewis. Lewis fakes right, goes left, dumps for Chapman. Chapman attacks, kicks it out to Kano. Kano puts it on the floor. Kano to the basket with the left hand, got it! Strong move to the basket for Grace Kano, her first basket of the second half. And then a timeout Greenville as we are tied again at 33. 5:06 to go. We'll take a break. Back with more in a moment on your home for the NFL playoffs. This is Sports Radio 96.7.
Agency is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Reinhardt's honors Wilmington basketball standout Leah Cray Ruff as the December Female Athlete of the Month. Reinhardt's Insurance also honors Reynolds wrestling star Louis Gill as the December Male Athlete of the Month. Congratulations to Wilmington's Leah Cray Ruff and Reynolds' Louis Gill as they are the December Reinhardt's Insurance Agency Athletes of the Month. Go to Reinhardts.com for more information.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer.
33 all. Mark Slazak with Bob Greenberg here from Wilmington. Wilmington basketball. Greenville on the defensive side. Gardner Bounce it out front for Dieter. Dieter working top of the key to Jekovic, left side for Cray Rupp. Cray Rupp on the wing, comes around to pick. Lobs it back inside. Bruckner's gonna put it up and in off the glass. Oh, a nifty move by Reese Bruckner. As the gamble by Greenville to hedge and double team. It's a 2-point Wilmington lead.
Bruckner's first 2 of the night, none bigger than that.
Right side Lewis around a high screen. Feeds it inside for Kana, the ball free on the floor. A takeaway by Wilmington. Here comes Cray Rupp on the run. Righty layup up, good to foul! A chance for a 3-point play.
Leah Cray Rupp absolutely zigging and zagging through the defense to make her 8th point of this fourth quarter, 20th of the game, to give Wilmington a 4-point lead, and she has a chance to make it 5.
Line right, dips, shoots, and hits. 3 of 3 from the line, all in the fourth quarter for Cray Rupp. It's a 5-point Wilmington lead that matches their biggest lead of the game. Kano flips it ahead to Chapman. Across the timeline. Chapman on the right wing, double team, ball off a foot. Whose foot? It's going to be off a Wilmington foot. Both Wilmington players in the area were campaigning hard to get the ball, but it'll be Greenville basketball. But in about to knock away another steal. Another takeaway for Wilmington. Greenville, which handled the ball so well in the first half, has struggled here in the second half with turnovers. Whiting will go left side. Jekovic around his screen. Out front for Cray Rupp, right side for Dieter. Dieter comes around a high screen, attacks the basket, throws it up with the right hand, and rattles in! Sarah Dieter with her first basket of the game. 40-33 Wilmington. Here's Harps to the basket, lefty layup up and good. Oh, she then goes crashing to the floor.
No call.
No call at all. She looked like she was hurt. The official just stared at her and didn't let play continue. And up the floor is Wilmington. Harps slow to get up and now joins the play.
Not sure what happened on that.
Obviously
I don't know how.
shaken up.
She got literally slid into the mats on her back, and you could tell she was shaken up, but she made the basket. There's a foul there on Schaller, by the way. That's her 4th, and now we have a Wilmington timeout.
Timeout of the action, a full timeout, so we'll take the break with 3:30 to go in this one. It's a 40-35 Wilmington lead over Greenville. Back with more in a moment on your home for the NFL playoffs, Sports Radio 96.7.
Thanks for coming in. How can we help you?
I'm just having a hard time. I don't know what you can do. No one understands.
Just coming here was a great step. Now that you're here, let's figure out what your next step will be. We'll work on it together.
Community Counseling Center of Mercer County offers care for adults, children, and families. Our mission is to help individuals and families live healthy and fulfilling lives. Community Counseling Center of Mercer County, 724-981-7141 or cccmer.org.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer.
Back here, Mark Slazak with Bob Greenberg. With 3:30 to go, it's a 40-35 Wilmington lead over Greenville.
And Leah Cray Rupp with 9 fourth quarter points, 9 of the 13, has given Wilmington a 5-point lead here with 3:30 to go. As a reminder, Wilmington has not won a playoff game in their program since 1995.
And it's not a playoff game tonight, but it certainly feels like one.
The biggest game they've had in decades here tonight.
Jack Mitchell, the right side, Cray Rupp, catch, shoot, and this one's long. Ball to the floor on the rebound, fight for the basketball. Lewis had it, and I think she called timeout. She did, so Lewis saves the possession with the timeout, and we'll just keep it here.
I think I believe I have one left for each team, but that's what I have. Okay. I have one timeout for each team, so just keep that in mind. We have a lot of time left here.
Yeah.
And Wilmington has definitely subbed more here tonight.
Each team has one timeout, I believe.
Yes.
Just from what the scores table just trying to watch. So each team with one timeout with 3:20 to go. And 40-35 lead for Wilmington. Greenville to inbound. We'll get the ball to Lewis. Jekovic knocks it away. It's loose, grabbed by Gardner, and then she can't hold on to it. And then say last touch, though, by Lewis. It will be a Wilmington takeaway off the inbound.
This athleticism of Wilmington really showing up here, Mark, in his full court defense.
6 fourth quarter turnovers for Greenville. Wilmington to inbound to Gardner. Turns to the basket, put it up with the right hand. Shot no good. Rebound grab weak side by Schaller. Greenville trails by 5. Ball right side for Harpst. Harpst will go high post for Kano. Back to Harpst. Into the corner for Schaller. Back to Harpst. They left her alone. Fires a 3. Got it! Number 4 from distance for Anna Harpst.
17 now for Harpst. It's 40-38 Wilmington.
All left side. Bruckner baseline drive. Puts it up with the right hand. Shot no good, but a whistle and a foul.
And that was a defensive breakdown for Wilmington. Cannot leave Harpst as they did, and she made them pay.
So it'll be Reese Bruckner to the line. The foul was Chapman's first foul. And it's 1-1. It was not a shooting foul. 2-point lead for Wilmington. Foul shot back rim. No good. Kano with the rebound. Greenville basketball. Long pass ahead to Harpst. Right side. Harpst to the foul line. Harpst working a right-hand dribble. Again to attacks the foul line. Fires back to her and threw it over the head of Kano. Boy, she had her, but didn't have enough air under the pass and threw it past her and out of bounds. And the ball back to Wilmington.
2:32 to go here in regulation. Wilmington leads Greenville 40-38. Greenville, the defending District 10 champions.
Right side with the basketball. Jekovic attacks to the baseline. Double team. Kicks it back to Bruckner. Top the key for Gardner. Fakes and goes left. Dumps it left side for Dieter. Dieter into the paint. Back out to Jekovic. Playing no help defense off of Cray Rupp. Jekovic working right side. 2:09 to go in the fourth. Ball knocked away. Dieter trying to save. Rolls out of bounds. Who touched it last? Last off Greenville. Dieter had slipped as she turned the corner and went to the floor. The ball slowly rolling away, and then everybody trying to jump on it. Greenville touched it last.
And with only one timeout remaining for either team, really can't afford to burn one if you had to for a possession.
On a lob.
Well, never
they
mind.
did. They did burn one for a possession right there. Is about a 4 seconds on the 5-second count to get the ball in. They take time. We'll take time as well. It's 40-38. Wilmington leading Greenville. We're back with more in a moment on your home for the NFL playoffs. Sports Radio 96.7.
Receive help with daily living. Consider the Heritage or the Ridgewood at St. Paul's in Greenville, Pennsylvania. The Heritage and the Ridgewood are personal care residences offering private apartments with as much assistance as you need. Plus, services like meals, housekeeping, transportation, and social and spiritual programs. Call today for more information. 724-588-7610. St. Paul's provides equal housing opportunities.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer.
2:03 left in this one. 40-38. Wilmington with the lead. They'll inbound underneath their own basket. Jekovic looking, finally lob into Cray Rupp. Closely guarded by Harpst. Cray Rupp working right, and crossover back to her left in the lane. Floats it with the right hand. It's off the back rim, no good. Rebound banged out of bounds. Schaller knocked it out of bounds. Wilmington ball.
Remember, Wilmington has no timeouts remaining. Greenville with 1. Also, Wilmington still has 3 fouls to give.
Lob goes into Whiting, back out front for Cray Rupp. Top of the key against Harpst. Feed it to Gardner. Gardner back to Whiting, top of the key. Whiting puts a ball on the floor, spins inside, ball knocked away, and it's a takeaway for Harpst. Greenville basketball.
What a second half Anna Harpst has had here. Big time play by the senior.
On the logo, Lewis working against Jekovic to Harpst, step back, 3, ball in the air, back rim no good. Rebound is out of bounds. A fight for the basketball. They're going to say last touch though. The call is last touched.
Oh boy.
By Wilmington. Officials are going to confer. Greenville is beside themselves.
Greenville's beside themselves, and right now they're not going to change it.
It will be Wilmington basketball.
Oh my.
All happened right in front of the Greenville bench. Wilmington to inbound. Gardner looking, nowhere to go with it. Ball knocked away, got it back. It's ahead to Bruckner. Bruckner to Dieter, layup off the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by Kano of Greenville. Still a 2-point Wilmington edge, Greenville ball, 1:08 to go.
Oh my goodness. Had a chance to go up 4 points here, not able to make the layup.
Lewis directing traffic, top of the key, drives right all the way to the basket, right to the layup, good! And a foul to go with it. Josie Lewis attacking the basket to the right side, gets the layup, pounds the mat in celebration, and now has a chance to tie from the line.
What a big time play by Josie Lewis. Just all the determination.
Foul shot, good! Greenville leads 41-40. Ball into Crayrup.
50 seconds to go here in the game.
Crayrup around a high screen. Now back to her right. Flips it to Dieter. Baseline. Feeds it inside. Knock away. A steal by Kano. Kano to Lewis. Wilmington looking to try and foul, and they do with 39. But as you mentioned, Bob, a little bit ago, that's only their 4th team foul. And a 15th foul, I should say. So they're still under the limit with 39 to go. And no timeouts to talk about it.
That'll be the second on Gardner. 41-40. Greenville has come back here to take a 1-point lead.
Schaller into Lewis. Lewis finally gets fouled as she crosses the timeline, down to 34 seconds. Coaches wanted the foul right away. It took about 5 seconds before they got it.
That's on Jekovic, her second team, 6. And remember, Greenville, we said 71% as a team from the stripe.
Sideline inbound. Schaller looking into Harpst. Harpst crosses the timeline. Ball knocked out of bounds. They tried to foul and banged into Harpst. There was no call. The ball laid near the sideline for a second, then rolled out of bounds. Greenville ball. 30 seconds. Sideline inbound. Schaller looking, and what? Timeout. Timeout going to be taken. That's the last Greenville timeout, as they weren't comfortable with the inbound set, or that's how at least Coach Failer saw it. We'll take a break. 41-40. Greenville with the basketball leading Wilmington. Back with more in a moment. And you're home for the NFL Playoff Sports Radio 96.7.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer.
Back here at a raucous Wilmington High School, and Mark Slazak with Bob Greenberg, Art Shannon back at the studio, and it's a 41-40 Greenville edge on the strength of a 3-point play by Josie Lewis moments ago. And then after a Wilmington turnover, Greenville has inbounded several times, a couple of fouls by Wilmington, and knock away as well. We're down to 30 seconds. Schaller to inbound, gets it to Lewis in the backcourt with 29. They're trying to foul her. I think they're apparently not fouling her hard enough, but it was like Jekovic like slapped her like 3 or 4 times, but obviously not aggressive enough for the officials to blow the whistle. They finally do at 26, and now we're finally to the 1-and-1. And Josie Lewis, who just hit her only foul shot attempt of the game, will step to the line with a 1-and-1. She shoots 91% on the year. Foul shot, good.
Yeah, that's exactly what Coach Failer wanted. She did not want the ball out of Josie Lewis's hands.
She is 22 of 24 on the year. She's made 2 in a row, and is a 2-point Greenville lead with 26 seconds. Second shot rattles out, no good. Rebound on the floor, grabbed by Whiting. Whiting to Jekovic, it's a 2-point edge. Ball into the hands of Crayrup. Crayrup going right. Crayrup to the baseline, triple team, under the basket, put it up with the right hand, too strong. Ball out of bounds. And it's gonna be Wilmington ball. 15 seconds.
Crayrup had a nice shot, they're just a little bit long. Will Greenville go for or Wilmington go for the tie, or will they go for the win?
1-4, lob into Whiting. Whiting in the foul line with 14. Into the corner, Cray Rupp fires the three ball off the rim and rattles out. Rebound Gardner, put it back up, and it rolls out, no good, but a foul. And Gardner with 7 seconds will have a chance to tie it from the line.
Oh my, looked like that shot by Cray Rupp was gonna go in from the corner. And then a big offensive rebound by Gardner. And is that the 5th foul on Schaller? Yes.
It is, so Schaller will foul out with 7 seconds to go.
Gardner just 46% from the stripe this year. She needs both of these to tie the game.
Annalie Garner, the senior, the line to the right. Home court foul shots. First one, up, back rim, no good. Now another chance, cut into a 42-40 lead. There are no timeouts for either team. Second shot, line right. And Gardner, put it up, put it in, splits the pair. 1 point Greenville lead, face guard man-to-man, ball into Harps. Harps on the sideline, there was nobody there, and then she gets fouled by Cray Rupp with 5 seconds to go. And will walk down to the other end for Anna Harps, 1-on-1.
And that's a big foul shot made by Gardner, because even if Harps makes both of these, it's only a 3-point game, and a 3 could still tie it. So that's why making one of those was huge.
You have 5 seconds to work with. 1-on-1 opportunity, line left for Harps. Foul shot up, rattles out, no good. Rebound, grabbed by Gardner, the outlet pass stolen away by Lewis. Lewis stepped in front of the outlet and took it away, knowing that they were going to try to get the ball into the hands of Cray Rupp. And now Lewis gets fouled with 2 seconds to go.
What a heads-up play by Josie Lewis. He's had a career of making heads-up plays. This will be a 1-on-1 with 2 seconds to go.
First one, good. And Josie Lewis has given Greenville a 43-41 lead, 2 seconds to go, no timeouts. Second shot, up, good. 3-point edge, inbound, half court. Bruckner fires it, and it's wide at the buzzer. And this one's over. It's Greenville over Wilmington, 44-41.
What a game here tonight between Greenville and Wilmington, the defending champions. The old saying goes, you need to knock out the champions if you're going to beat them, and Wilmington had some heavy shots on Greenville but could not knock them out. And Greenville survives 44-41 to take over first place in the region all by themselves.
A fantastic ball game played by both teams here, and what we expected, a heavyweight matchup, and it went down to the last shot. Final in this one, Greenville 44, Wilmington 41. We'll take a break, and we're back with our postgame when we return on your home for the NFL playoffs. This is Sports Radio 96.7.
Just coming here was a great step. Now that you're here, let's figure out what your next step will be. We'll work on it together.
Community Counseling Center of Mercer County offers care for adults, children, and families. Our mission is to help individuals and families live healthy and fulfilling lives. Community Counseling Center of Mercer County, 724-981-7141 or cccmer.org.
In 1973, something wonderful happened in Sharpsville. That's when Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of now over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42 whole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Call 724-962-5503. Lock, Stock, and Barrel, proud sponsors of the Sub of the Game and Play of the Game.
Reinhardt's Insurance Agency is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Reinhardt's honors Wilmington basketball standout Leah Cray Ruff as the December Female Athlete of the Month. Reinhardt's Insurance also honors Reynolds wrestling star Louis Gill as the December Male Athlete of the Month. Congratulations to Wilmington's Leah Cray Ruff and Reynolds' Louis Gill as the other December Reinhardt's Insurance Agency Athletes of the Month. Go to Reinhardts.com for more information.
The fifth quarter show is brought to you by O'Neill Coffee. Great taste delivered since 1951. And proud supporters of the player of the game.
Back here, Mark Slazak along with Bob Greenberg. We're back. Fix that. Take our echo away, and we're good to go. Finally, in this one was Greenville 44, Wilmington 41. Wilmington led 11-8 after 1. Greenville 20-18 after 2. Wilmington trailing Greenville 29-27 after 3. Wilmington at one point in that fourth quarter had taken a 7-point lead, and Greenville comes back to win it 44-41. And Bob, as we get a chance to look at some of these subs in the basketball game, we can discuss here. We had a big basket late by Bruckner. She ends up with 4 points off the bench. She had solid minutes by Lily Chapman on the Greenville side, when basically kind of forced to get into action when the injury happened to Sarah Malik. Where do you want to go?
I'm thinking probably, let's go with Bruckner. I think both teams deserve an award here tonight for how well they played, don't you think?
I agree with you, and I think it could go either way. And I think the important points, and then Bruckner with that big pick and roll fourth quarter basket that gave Wilmington a late lead as well. So we're going to go with Reese Bruckner, and we'll talk about Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game, as they are pleased to present that game award to Reese Bruckner in conjunction with Sports Radio 96.7. Lock, Stock, and Barrel will honor Reese Bruckner as the sub of the game. She came off the bench with 4 points in this game, and have her name now listed on the Sports Radio 96.7 website to honor the award. At the end of the season, we'll have one player as the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Year. Each member of the winning players team will get a sub, chips, drink, and dessert from Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Check out the winners at sportsradio967.com. Congratulations, Reese Bruckner of Wilmington. She is the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game. Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game, powered by Landmark Information Services, the place for all your website and social media design needs. Take a time out, get the numbers tallied up. Be back with the final numbers when we return. Final score again was Greenville 44, Wilmington 41 on your home for the NFL Playoff Sports Radio 96.7. Back here at Wilmington High School, we had a barn burner, and it was a Wilmington and Greenville matchup for first place. Both teams 5-0 in region play, and Greenville comes away with a come-from-behind 44-41 win.
And just adding up my stats here as we finish up, as they do add up. And here we go. Final stats here in this basketball game for Greenville. They were led by Anna Harps. What a game. She finishes with 4 threes and a 2, 3 of 5 from the line for 17 points. Grace Kano had 4 twos and a 3, 4 of 4 from the line for 15 points. Josie Lewis, huge fourth quarter for Lewis. 2 twos, 4 of 5 from the line for 8 points. Reese Schaller had 2 twos for 4 points before fouling out.
He said huge fourth quarter. I think that all came in the last 2 minutes.
I know. Sure seemed like that.
8 points. I think it was. I think it was all about the last 2 minutes of the game. The Lewis 8 points, or 6 of the 8 in that fourth quarter.
Overall, Greenville finishing 14 of 42 from the field. That was 33%. They had 5 threes, 9 twos, and they were also clutch from the foul line, 11 of 14 from the line for 78%. For Wilmington, Leah Cray-Rupp, another huge game for the sophomore. She finishes with 2 threes, 6 twos, 3 of 3 from the line. She had a game-high 21 points. Annalie Gardner, 2 twos, 1 of 2 from the line for 5. Jekovic, 2 twos, 1 of 2 from the line for 5. Whiting, a 2, 2 of 4 from the line for 4. Bruckner, a 2, 2 of 3 from the line for 4. Dieter, a 2 for 2. Wilmington, 15 of 47 from the field. They had 2 threes, shot 32%, and they were 9 of 14 from the line for 64%.
It was 36 rebounds for Wilmington, 25 boards on the Greenville side. Wilmington turns it over 21 times, and Greenville, I gotta count, 19 times, 19 turnovers. 21 on the Wilmington side, 19 on the Greenville side.
Wilmington led 40-33 with 3:44 to go in the game. And the last 3 minutes and 44 seconds, a 11-1 run by Greenville to come back to win it for the Trojans. And yes, I'm already looking. The rematch is on February 16th. I believe that might be the final game of the regular season on a Thursday night in Greenville. And God willing, we will be there for that one for sure.
It definitely was a fun one here tonight. And looking for more from both of these teams. Hopefully Sarah Malik, I know she came back from a knee injury, a tough knee injury, was able to get cleared and come back today. Re-injured it in the first half, and hopefully it's just a minor setback and not a major one, but we'll wait and see. But best wishes to Sarah as she continues to recover as well.
Try to get a word here from the coaches. We'll see if we can get Mike Jekovic's attention. Get Coach
He is coming over.
We'll get Coach Jekovic on. Obviously, Coach, not the finish you hope for, but still a spectacular night for basketball on the girls' side. Your team battled the champs down to the end and just came up a little bit short.
Yeah, I think, it was a great game, a great atmosphere. I tip my hat to Greenville, well-seasoned, veteran team, and, they just made a couple more plays at the end than we did. I think maybe our youth and inexperience in a big-time game like this maybe showed a little bit at the end, but, we had a chance with Leah with the 3 at the end that, we'll give that. That's a shot we get. We'll take it 100 times out of 100 times. And, Annalie Gardner had a chance to, tie the game with the free throws and just came up a little short. But, our goal was to compete with them. I thought we did a really good job with that. Now we, have to take care of business to hopefully have a chance, when we see Greenville at their place, hopefully for the section title.
I had said in the pregame, this is your midterm test. How do you think your grade was?
Our girls battled. They competed. A lot of them haven't been in these types of games in their entire career. So I tip my hats to the girls that, they put the work in, and they can see that, the continued work will find success from that. And, I told the girls, I know your heads are down right now, but there's no reason to have your heads down. Just keep battling, keep working, and we'll find ways to hopefully close out these games in the end.
And your team able to force a bunch of turnovers tonight, which is right up your alley.
Yeah, that's something that we stress to do. Our goal is to press and push. I thought we did a pretty good job of that. They're just a good team, and they just made a couple more plays than we did tonight. So.
Well, Coach, congratulations. It wasn't the finish, but still a fantastic night for basketball.
Yes, thank you guys for coming and supporting these Mercer County kids.
Appreciate it, Coach. See you soon.
No doubt. Coach Mike Jekovic of the Wilmington Greyhounds, gracious to come over in a loss. Greenville 44, Wilmington 41 in this one. Coach Failer nearby, and talking to Coach Jekovic, we'll try to get her in a moment as well. And what was a great basketball game tonight. And here we're now joined by Coach Failer.
Coach Failer, first off, congratulations. You said in the pregame to me that you wanted these back-to-back, these tough games to prepare you for the playoffs, and you definitely got that here tonight.
Absolutely. First of all, so much credit to Wilmington. They're a great team. They're greatly coached. And what I told the girls is one thing that really sets us apart is we're normally in so much better shape. and so much stronger than people. Well, when you put in 4 games in 8 days, it levels the playing field. And I said, listen, I've watched March Madness for longer than I feel like they've been alive. Sometimes in March, it comes down to the team that is better for one night for 30 minutes. So I want us to feel that. I want us to feel down by 7, fighting back in January rather than in March. I'm so unbelievably proud of my girls. Just the stuff they've gone through. Sarah went down Monday. She went down again tonight. We're checking in girls that have very little varsity experience. They're just fighters. They're fighters, and I'm super proud of them.
And I'm sure you're not surprised to see Josie Lewis and Anna Harps making the key plays in that fourth quarter.
No, they're unbelievable. I thought Josie did such a great job breaking the press. I think Anna did the same thing. I think this is probably the most hostile environment they've ever played in. So credit Wilmington for that, and I think they just stayed calm, cool, and collected. I thought Grace was awesome also. She's also a lot bigger, so after like the 15th fall on the floor, she's not moving as well as Josie and Anna are. And I thought Anna got killed too, but just to watch Josie and Anna take over the game like that, that's what they've worked for since they're little. And that's what I told them in the timeout. I said, listen, this is what you dreamed about when you were little. Make it happen, and I'm so proud of them.
11-1 run the last 3 minutes and 45 seconds to win the game. That's as big as it gets.
Yeah, and that we focus on finishing strong, and I thought we finished super strong. We've had our backs against the walls a lot of times this year. Against Harbor Creek, our backs were way against the walls. We never came back. Our backs are against the wall against Laurel. We fought, and same thing today. The only difference is we were down by 7 to Laurel like that, and we didn't get back into it. We put it all together and found a way to get back today.
What was your message to the team in the locker room?
I just told them I'm so unbelievably proud of them. I just love those girls. They're such good girls. They're such hard workers. But when you come in an environment like that and you're down 7, especially with Leah making shots like that, most people will die. They got the ball in and they went. And I told them sometimes it's about, what do they say in March? Survive and advance. You survived and advanced, and everything they've been working for completely paid off.
What was your strategy to try to slow down Leah tonight?
Well, Sarah was going to try to run and guard her, and then Sarah went down, God love her. And then we put Anna on her, face guard her. When we play her at home, we're going to do something a little different when we're rested. But last year when we played her at home, we full court face guard her so she didn't get the ball. 4 games in 8 days, we weren't doing that. So we were just face guarding, double teaming on screens. I really think Anna did a great job on her. I thought Leah is a great player, and I thought she had a great game.
Coach, it was a great game. Great game for girls basketball, huge crowd, atmosphere, TV, radio, video. This was a fun night for girls basketball.
Thank you guys so much. We greatly appreciate you. I always tell my girls when I want them to relive the days. I don't want to. I'm old. But I want them to relive the days when I played and I walked in and it sold out for girls basketball. This is so unbelievably special. All these people to watch a girls basketball game. We greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you.
On a Monday night.
On a Monday night, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
We'll see you soon.
No doubt. Great win for Greenville. Thank you, Coach. And the Greenville Trojans knock up Wilmington 44-41. Words from Samantha Failer. Time now to move on to our O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game Award, and that will go to Greenville's Anna Harpst. Tonight, Anna with 17 points, 14 of those coming in the second half. In conjunction with Sports Radio 96.7, O'Neill Coffee proud to honor Anna Harpst of Greenville as the Player of the Game. She picked up a customized t-shirt from 2J's and a B Screen Printing and Gifts on East State Street in Hermitage as the Player of the Game. We'll also put money into a scholarship fund in the name of Anna Harpst. At the end of the sports season, we'll have one student athlete to be the O'Neill Coffee Student Athlete Scholarship winner. Check out details at sportsradio967.com. Congratulations to Greenville's Anna Harpst, as she is the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game. There are 17 points tonight, 14 in the second half. The O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game. The O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game, powered by Landmark Information Services, the place for all your website and social media design needs.
I don't know what it is about Anna, but every time we see her play, she is lighting it up. Last year in the playoffs, we did a bunch of games, and she was lighting it up. And boy, she, along with Josie Lewis, putting this team on their shoulders in that second half and coming back, ferocious comeback to beat Wilmington in, without any question, the game of the year so far in Mercer County.
I think Anna found herself in the playoffs last year, just not quit. We just haven't been here to keep it seeing. It's been rolling since the playoffs last year, so really nice to see her again continue to shine. And what a big last 2 minutes, actually, for the points on the game and those last 6 points of the game for Josie Lewis as well. So that's going to wrap it up here from Wilmington High School. We'd like to thank James Dotson and the crew from LC sportsnet.com for providing video for this one.
It's our first time we've worked with them, and we got the best game of the year so far. So one for
first
one.
time in basketball. Yeah, we had some pretty good football games. Yeah, no doubt.
One for one.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right. We would like also to thank the sponsors, all the helpful people here at Wilmington High School.
Brandy Sanford, the outstanding athletic director. We appreciate her hospitality and all they do for us every time we come down to Wilmington.
No doubt. Back at the station, Art Shannon. Art, I hope you enjoyed this one. It was a fun one. Everybody else as well. For sales director, sports director, color man, and broadcast partner Bob Greenberg, I'm Mark Slazak saying thanks to you for listening. I guess we should say we got basketball tomorrow too.
We have 2 games tomorrow night on 96.7. It will be Hickory at Sippy Rock Boys. That'll be Briggs and Birch. You and I will be talking about an atmosphere. We got Middlesex and Sharpsville tomorrow. The rivalry at Sharpsville. You and I will have that game on 790.
Should be good. So now we'll repeat that. For sales director, sports director, color man, and broadcast partner Bob Greenberg, I'm Mark Slazak saying thanks to you for listening. The final score here from Wilmington High School was Greenville 44 and Wilmington 41. This has been high school basketball on Sports Radio 96.7. Good night.
All right, great job. Art, off to
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.